We're back. We're playing Baby Detective with the mayor, if I remember. Buy some time for the army to come arrest him. Hey, Ray. Man, I enjoy the fact that Sprint does speed up cutscenes and cameras and shit. This place is huge. Is he really doing all that nasty stuff from a place this nice? I don't think that really matters. Mayor Dalmore is originally from a large family of nobles. I think this estate has been passed down for generations. Okay, so this estate wasn't paid for in blood at least. That's something. Anyway, we need to find him and question him. Look at this clever subtext about the school play about corrupt noblemen and then an actual corrupt nobleman. That's crazy. Welcome to the ruined mayoral estate. I'm terribly sorry, but the mayor is currently attending to some guests. Perhaps you could come back another time? What? Now hold on just 1 second. I'm pretty sure we know who the guest is. It's Duke Dunnan, isn't it? What? Why, that's exactly it. Have you received an invitation as well? Yes, it came directly from the mayor himself. I apologize for the inconvenience, but would you mind? Now that I take a closer look, you appear to be bracers. If circumstances demand it, then please go on up. The mayor and Duke are in the banquet hall on the second floor. Excellent. Thank you for your help. Blush. Oh, right. With so many guests arriving, I really must prepare some tea. Please pardon me. That girl better not have been blushing at me. I'm like 15 years old. What? Oh, nothing. I was just thinking how impressive it was that you knew the Duke was here. It's just a matter of asking the right questions. He's planning to sell vacation homes to the rich, remember? Duke Dunnan might as well have a bullseye target painted on his misshapen head. Wow, that's smart thinking. Where'd you come up with that line about the mayor inviting us? It wasn't a line. He did invite us over the first time we met him. If those ravens start making trouble again, feel free to drop by and let me know, or something like that. Oh, that's right. So he did invite us. Exactly. Why don't we head up to the banquet hall? Which is maybe this way. It's not. A little rude of her not to show us the way up. What a shitty maid. I must wonder what's being discussed behind these doors right now. The master's speaking with Duke Dunnan, you see. Means I can investigate here. Yep, a bedroom. Alright. I like the sound of that. Ruin would be the perfect place for a vacation home. Think I might stay for a while. Haha. I had a feeling you'd think so. I'll see to it that you get the finest place available, my lord. I believe you'll be quite satisfied. You're quite the smooth talker, but good. Money's no object. Prepare me an estate that is worthy of your future king. Make it as splendid as your holdings here. Pardon me, my lord, but wait a moment. The queen asked you to consult with her before spending such an amount of silence, Philip. I am to be your next king. Such purchases are every day for a man of my standing. Yes, of course. Well said, your grace. We can get a written contract together shortly, but first, one more drink. Ho, ho, ho. Hi there. Greetings from the Bracers Guild. Huh? You. What do you people want? You look kind of familiar. Oh, it's you. Hi, Mr. Butler. We just dropped by to talk to the mayor. No biggie. This won't do. If you're here on guild business, you should speak with some semblance of manners. I'm in the middle of an important discussion, so why don't you come back later? I apologize for our rudeness, Mayor. We intend no disrespect. We simply came to report to you that we have identified the arsonist. Ah, that. Well, then, I suppose. My lord, would you excuse us for a moment? No, say what you're going to say here. This sounds interesting. But it's okay. Maybe the Duke will have something to add. Won't do any harm for him to hear this, will it? Well, if we must. While we're on the subject, it seems that Matron Teresa was attacked again last night. Could the arsonist be linked to that? It seems very likely. Unfortunately, the attackers are still at large. I see. Still, at least you say you know who they are now. So who did it? Who indeed? It's exactly who you think it is, Mayor Dalmore. I see. That's quite a shame. I was hoping I could make them see the error of their ways before it was too late. I suppose that was a vain hope on my part. Who are you talking about, Mr. Mayor? What do you mean, who? Why, the Ravens, of course. They've been in hiding ever since last night. I'm sorry, sir, but they aren't responsible. This time they claim to be victims themselves. What? So without further ado, the culprit is... Steward Gilbert. The Mayor's Steward Gilbert, acting on the orders of... You, Mayor Dalmore. Oh! We already have Gilbert in custody, and we know everything. We also have proof that you stole the money donated to restore the orphanage your lackey set on fire. Can you deny that charge? Nonsense. Do you think I know those people in the black clothes? That's a little strange. We didn't say anything about black clothes. Gulp. This is absolutely ridiculous. Gilbert was acting alone. You don't know when to give up, do you, old man? We know that you were plotting to build vacation homes on the land the orphanage occupied. Do you still deny the charges laid against you? Persistent little brats. But I've had those development plans in place for ages. They're just part of ruined city planning. What reason would I have to be so impatient that I'd resort to criminal acts? Well, how about a mountain of debts to pay off? Bum bum bum, Mitch Neal. What are you doing here? I figured I'd come to the mayor's place to do some investigating when I see you two going in. The whole thing smelled fishy, so I decided to sneak in. That's it in a nutshell, heart emoji. Just who the hell are you? Oh, I'm a reporter with the Liberal News. The name's Neil Burns. Actually, I've been checking into the city's financial affairs recently. And what do I see but that Mayor Dalmore here has been diverting funds from the city budget lately. That's their funds for the expansion project. I'm not buying it. You haven't even started construction. I thought it was kind of strange, so I dug deeper and found links to the airship company's services. Now that was quite the little surprise. 1 year ago, you took more than a few trips to the Calvard Republic. I was just sightseeing. A reasonable claim. But the truth is that you've amassed a nice big debt over there, am I right? You're losing me, how? By using town funds to speculate in risky commodities in the hopes of cashing in. Buying goods when they're cheap, selling them when they're high, that kind of thing. Oh, I get it. How much did he lose? From what my fellow reporters over there told me, something to the tune of 100 million mira. That's 100 bottles of wine for Olivier. That's 100 times the amount donated to the orphanage they're rebuilding. I can certainly see why one might turn to crime over an amount that high. 100 million? I'm pretty free with my spending, but I've got nothing on you. Gulp. This isn't a competition, you know. Now that you mention it, he took funds from the city budget to pay off his debts and stave off any questions. But I don't understand why he would turn to arson and theft to build his vacation homes. It just all seems so random. Where's your proof? Go ahead and run your story. With all its wild speculations, I'll sue you and the newspaper for libel. Suddenly confident, are we? And you all. The Bracer Guild does not have the authority to arrest me. I'm the mayor. I want you out of here now. I guess he's right. He knows his rights. Mayor, may I ask you one question? What now? What's a student of the Royal Academy doing associating with such people? Disgraceful. Return to campus at once. Chloe looked Mayor Dalmore directly in the eyes, her expression cold and stern. Why did you not use your own assets to pay off your debt? 100 million mira is certainly a lot of money, but I think that House Dalmore surely has enough assets to settle the matter. This estate, for instance, it would easily sell for at least 100 million mira. Don't be ridiculous. This estate has been handed down in the Dalmore family for generations. How could I ever simply let it go? The orphanage was no different. For many, it was a place fondly remembered. No one has the right to destroy something like that. How could you do such a thing? How dare you liken this estate to that dilapidated old hovel? You care for no one but yourself, more than being the mayor or being the head of House Dalmore, you pitiful man. You have quite a way with words, young lady. Let's see if you'll change your tune in a few minutes. Let me teleport out of my chair and walk over here. Oh, it's the Simon toy. Fango, Bronco, come, it's dinner time. What? That smell. What the hell are those things? Monsters? My lord. Unbelievable, you actually keep monsters as pets? Everything you think you know will die with you here. Don't worry. If there's anything left of you, I'll dump it in the river. He's crazy. So is fighting freaky monsters part of the stalling plan now? Well, at least now we can arrest him for trying to kill us. I'm sure the other stuff will stick too after this. I bear you both no ill will, but I'll not allow you to harm anyone. Huh. Whoop! That's a great start. I have no CP. Fango, only 2,000. High defense. No. A monster bred for war has high arts defense but is weak against physical attacks. And then this one has extremely high offensive skills but is weak against arts. Might be redoing this fight. Oh, that's fine. Here comes the magic. That'll hit both of them, and they'll have to stand in it. And I will get to go first. I will not get to go first. There we go. I can get the heal off first if I do this. Ooh, allies in the area. Perfect. Let me just shoot water out of my rapier. There we go. Critical AoE. This will be good. They're opposites, though, so magic's good on one and not the other. That's a very big difference. Oh, I get a critical here, but they get a critical coming up. Weak against darts, weak against physical attacks. He's getting low. In fact, he's so low. I don't think he's 250 low, though. Let's just keep with this. Oh shit, I go last. Oh well. They won't one-shot anybody. Especially if I throw out another one of these. Let's look at the heal off. It's funny, it's like, oh, I have strong arts. They're just auto-attacking. I missed Joshua in that. I didn't think they'd slap him out of it that direction. He's the one that needed to heal the most, too. That one dog, the one with the red hair, is very dead eyes. Holy shit! Oh, they're gonna kill Joshua. Unless... There we go, now it's just one. What the fuck? Oh, whatever. Strength up, speed up. That might be a problem. Kinda was. Oh shit, he gets a critical here. Not on my watch. Ah, she's still dead.
I'm sorry.
Unless... No, I can kill him first. Sorry, Estelle.
Alright, we're good to go.
80 experience. She is just falling behind rapidly. Son, okay, I'm unsettled. It can't be, my sweet babies. How could you do this? You're one to talk. In accordance with Bracer Guild protocol, and this time with authority, we're placing you under arrest. Surrender and you'll not be harmed. You leave me no choice but to use my trump card. Huh? A wand? Time stop. I can't move. Did he use an orbital art? No. This has to be an artifact. What the hell is that? Well, well. Your knowledge is impressive, Mizarins. This is the Chronos Rod, an artifact which happens to be a family heirloom. It can completely paralyze anyone within range in the blink of an eye. That's crazy. How does the church not know about such a powerful artifact? With a tool crafted by the wise ancients themselves, what else would one expect? Tactical ordnance can't even begin to compare to this. Sadly, it only has that one function, which means I'll have to sully my hands and dispose of you myself. You should consider this an honor. let's see. I think I'll start with the smart-mouthed little brat first. Who are you calling smart-mouthed? Perhaps I'll save the intelligent girl for last. Now what was that you were saying about authority? You could plead for your lives. It might help, but I doubt it. To you? Yeah, right. Just keep your filthy hands off. What's that? Keep your filthy hands off of Estelle. Don't you harm a single hair on her head, or I'll use every technique I know to cut your miserable carcass to pieces. What? Joshua? You certainly talk big for someone who can't even wiggle his fingers. Fine, I'll start with you. Stop. I'll never let you get away with hurting him. Joshua, die. No. What? That light. Damn it, if I could just reach my camera. What's going on? I can move again. What was that black light? I don't know. But I think it came from that orbment Dad sent us. Impossible. My family heirloom, my artifact. It's broken. It hardly matters since you've played your last hand. It's time to face reality. Yeah. Can't believe you'd really stoop this low. It's disgusting. Grr. I'll not be taken in. Whoop. Well, don't actually chase him. We gotta give Estelle a taco. Wait up. Can't let a story like this get away. The Duke's just blackout drunk. I believe I've lost a few years off of what little remains of me. My lord. Are you alright, my lord? Monsters. The monsters. Not really a fan of the fact that he's got, you know, like the magic Bill Cosby rod and then a jail cell in the next room. What's that? It's Mayor Dalmore's yacht. Hey, wait. We can go after him in this boat. Come on, you two, get on board. Right. Too slow, Neil. Let me come too. Whoa! You knew the bridge was going up. Don't be dicks. Things are really heating up for the Bracers Guild. Alright, we're closing in. This craft is small and lightweight, so we have the edge, it seems. Don't make me shoot you with my gun. Take this. That's never happened before. Why doesn't she do that when we fight stuff? What the? That'll teach you not to underestimate a bracer. Joshua, flank him on the right. Roger that, huh? How'd he get so fast? The wind is blowing towards open water. It's catching his sails and giving him a boost. Not good. At this rate, the yacht is a clear advantage. We won't be able to catch up. What now? It looks like Adios smiles on me today. I bid you farewell, brats. You gotta be kidding. We were so close. He's gonna get away. There must be something we can do. Oh! What the? They're here. Well, he's about to get the shit kicked out of him by the military. Getting away is all well and good, but what now? I guess I have no choice but to head for the Empire. Or if I lay low for a while, maybe he... Huh? Warp! Whoa, 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 whoa! I should get one of those. What's this airship? Is it the Royal Army? No, the coat of arms is wrong. It's the Royal Guard ship, a high-speed cruiser. Her name is the Arcee. Well, well, looks like we got here just in time. That blue and white uniform, are you Her Majesty's Royal Guard? Precisely. I'm the company commander, Julia Schwartz. Mayor Morse Dalmore of Ruin, I'm placing you under arrest for arson, robbery, and embezzlement, among other charges. This is a dream. It has to be. No. No, no, no. Oh. Beep, beep. Bracers. What's going on? Jean called the Royal Army for reinforcements, but how'd they get here so fast? Oh there, Bracers. Your cooperation's greatly appreciated. Please let us handle this matter. I pressed Mayor Dalmor for information once he regained consciousness, but he apparently can't remember anything regarding the past few hours very well, if he remembers them at all. He's also drawing a complete blank about the arson and robbery. Really? Kinda like the leader of the Sky Bandits. Maybe it's related to those men in black from before. Well, even if he can't remember, the crimes are pretty clear-cut. It should go without saying that we'll be checking out his steward, too. If we uncover anything, we'll be sure to let the Bracer Guild know. We appreciate it. By the way, Lieutenant, I have a favor to ask. What might that be? Would it be possible for me to get on board that ship as well? It's supposed to be the most advanced airship ever to come out of Zeiss. It'd make for a great story, and I really need one. I'm afraid not. The Arcee was only just completed and is still undergoing flight testing. I must ask that you not comment on her at all until she's officially unveiled. Oh, come on. Gotta at least give me something about the mayor and his steward being arrested. Don't worry. The facts of the story will be given over to the Royal News Agency. Until then, please refrain from reporting any of this. What choice do I have? Alright, I can do this. I can write a story with even the barest scrap of info. Gotta hurry back to the agency and put these events on paper. If you'll pardon me, everyone. Whoop. Well, he's in his usual high spirits. Would you expect any less? I'm told that the liberal news' circulation has increased dramatically of late. I hope he's not planning to write a big propaganda piece. What do you mean? Never mind. That was quite impressive, First Lieutenant Schwartz. Colonel. Whoa. Colonel Richard. Oh, I remember you. I presume that you're the new bracers the guild spoke of? So you were the one that Jean got in touch with, Colonel Richard? Yes, I received word at Leiston Fortress where the Royal Forces are stationed. I got here as quickly as I could, only to find out the crisis had passed. Excellent work, Lieutenant. It's very kind of you, sir. Still, I wonder, what would bring the guards from the Royal City here, and so quickly? Perhaps you know of a route so secret that even our intelligence division is unaware of it. Surely you jest. Come now, Captain. This is hardly time to pick a fight. I was simply admiring the proactive stance of the Royal Guardsmen. It's good to have you on our side. If it pleases you, Lieutenant, we'll take over the investigation from here and move matters to Leiston Fortress. I believe the mayor will be well attended to there. Yes, sir, I understand. If you'll excuse us. Ladies and gentlemen of the Bracer Guild and Royal Guard, the young lady in the uniform. Fate willing, I think we shall see each other again, and with that, I bid you farewell. Hee hee. Safe travels, everyone. Maybe I'm just imagining things, but did the Colonel look like he was eyeballing Chloe to anyone else? Or was he? I'm sure it's just because he doesn't see students very often in his line of work. I wouldn't make too much of it. Haha, I bet you're right. That's probably it. That's not the impression I got at all. I'm certain that he's just as surprised as you are. It's hard to believe that Bracer so young would be so capable. He might be scouting you out to become part of the Royal Guard. Oh, come on, don't flatter us. We had a lot of help on this case. You didn't be so modest. You're not full-fledged bracers yet, but I presume that you wish to become so. We're in training for it. We intend to travel all over the country before the Queen's birthday celebration as part of our preparations. I see, you're partaking in self-study then. Lieutenant Schwartz, everything's ready for the CO's departure. Acknowledged. Estelle and Joshua, Chloe too, of course. We must be leaving soon. I hope that our paths will cross again. Yes, ma'am. We'll be looking forward to it. Thank you very much. Regiment, attention. Don't tell anyone about our secret ship. Bum 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 bum. Royal Guardsmen Warship Arcee, prepare for takeoff. Don't tell anybody about our super top secret airship. A salute and fanfare to go with it. That's a little overwhelming. State-of-the-art ship to boot. But I guess you'd expect as much from the defenders of Her Majesty the Queen. True. Lieutenant Schwartz sure is cool, though. She kind of reminds me of that character that Chloe played, Oscar the Knight. I think so, too. What an odd coincidence. Scree! Oh, don't tell me the Royal Guardsman showed up. And the Arcee was there, too? She's supposed to be cutting edge. It's too bad I just worked the info desk. I'd have liked to see that. I never figured you for the military enthusiast. Still, didn't you end up speaking to Colonel Richard? Yes, he was on duty at Leiston HQ. I don't know how the Royal Guardsmen got there so quickly, though. I guess there's a lot more cross-communication in the military than I thought. Amazing that they managed to communicate at all, given how many agencies there are. Regular Army, Border Patrol, Intelligence, Royal Guard. Must be pretty complicated. Cleaning up after an incident like this will be a major undertaking. What will happen to the administration of Ruin from now on? Yeah, since the mayor's been arrested. I'd imagine they'll be sending someone in as acting mayor. And if Dalmore's found guilty, elections will have to be held. Plus, reparations will probably be made toward the orphanage. Really? Thank goodness. All of this is thanks to Estelle and Joshua. Thank you so much, truly. Come on, you don't have to be so formal. We just did what was right. Plus, it wasn't just us. Agat played a big part. Speaking of, have you received any word from him? Yes, but unfortunately, I'm afraid he wasn't able to capture the men in black uniforms. They weren't alone, apparently. Agat was ambushed. What? Is he alright? He clearly fucking called Joshua. I believe he gave chase and they're on their way to Zeiss. By now, he's probably well outside of Ruin. Wow, talk about hardcore. Well, he's got plenty of experience after all. He'd been chasing those black-clad characters for a while. I think they're related to a job your father asked him to do. Dad asked him? And Agat just did what he asked? Well, the one to put Agat of the Ravens in his place was none other than Cassius himself. And whatever he might like to claim, Agat stood no chance against him. Whoa, seriously? Cassius really beat some sense into him, and Agat's too stubborn to simply say thanks and leave it at that. I get it. Maybe that's why he's so abrasive when it comes to us. Abrasive barely covers that guy's attitude. Huh. Guess he's not so high in money where Dad's involved, huh? Haha. Oh, speaking of your father. Something wrong? What about that black orphan that led up and saved our lives at the mayor's estate? Oh, that's right. So much has been going on that I forgot all about it. Me too. I wonder what that was all about. That ornament may have saved our skins, but it was still weird. An unusually colored ornament, huh? What can you tell me about it? Well, Estelle explained that along with a memo, it had been in a package addressed to Cassius. That's quite a story. Not really impressive at all, actually, Chloe. From K asking about a Professor R. Could it be? You know what it means? Not specifically. I've got a hunch, but nothing to back it up. If you want to know more about its origin, I'd suggest going to Zeiss. Why Zeiss? As you should know, Zeiss is famous for the manufacture of ornaments. There must be someone there who might know something about your ornament. Makes sense? We may never learn more about the Black Ornament without consulting an expert. But we still have more training here to finish. Well, about that, you may want to prepare yourselves. Recommendation. Really? Oh yeah, it's like we just found a corrupt mayor. I thought maybe we could fucking get some cats out of trees first before we got a recommendation. Haha, you should have seen this coming. I mean, you got a recommendation from Bose after the Sky Bandit incident. Given your crucial roles on all the cases recently, I see no reason not to award it. Your assessment and reward have been prepared. Thank you. We're almost at 50 jobs. Oh, now we're a third class bracer. Death Blow 1. All this on top of the pay for performing in the campus festival? Thank you for everything you've done for us. Come now, you've earned it. I confess I'd also like to see you advance as quickly as possible. I believe we'll be able to make the best use of your talents this way. Haha, thank you, Gene. We'll do our best to live up to your expectations. Congratulations, both of you. It'll be kind of lonely here without you, though. Chloe, you're right. It'll be tough to say goodbye. Oh, don't mind me, I'm just being selfish. Will you please tell me when you find out what day you're leaving? I'd like to see you off, at least as far as the Air Letton checkpoint. It's today. I'm in a bit of a rush, kid. Spooky nighttime scene. Huff, huff. Stubborn bastard. Hey, hey, hey. How the heck is he keeping up with such a huge sword? My training methods are a little different. Whoop. Damn, we can't shake him. We have no choice. Time to counterattack. Guess you're finally taking me seriously. Good. He's getting sick of playing tag with you fools. He's not going to give up until he's dead. What a stubborn idiot. Does he really think he can beat 2-to-1 odds? I think I already have. What? Every fight takes spirit. You lose that, you've lost everything. And I figured out exactly what kind of spirit you losers had when you took off with your tails between your legs. Silence, Gilder dog. We can handle you. You're in for a painful defeat. Nope. Ugh. Damn it. You can't get caught now. How about you just surrender and give me your full confessions, starting with who you are and what you're after. You needn't concern yourself about that. Huh? What? When did you get here? Commander, you came for us. You two are pitiful. You failed to report it as appointed, and this is why? We have no excuses. We've had a lot of interference. I get it. So you're the man in charge. Ha! Only of this particular scene. Allow me to apologize on behalf of my men. Could I persuade you to overlook this incident? Huh? Okay, repeat that. I said that I'd like for you to overlook this incident. We never had any intention of running afoul of the Bracer Guild. Don't make me laugh. You think I'm just going to look the other way and let you get away with what you did? Well, I thought it a generous offer, personally. Certainly a fairer price than death. Both of you stand down. Return to the rendezvous point at once. Yes, sir. Thank you, Commander. Where do you think you're going? Whoop! Son of a... Fine. The target may have changed, but as long as I have one. You being the leader, I assume you've got better information to offer me than your underlings anyway. Yeah. Think it'll be that easy to make me talk? I sure as hell intend to find out. Not bad at all. You have an irrepressible passion, but a great weight bears down upon you. You're not quite so different from me. What did you just say? It's a painful thing to be powerless in a time of crisis. But you know that feeling all too well now. I can see it in your eyes. Fine then. I don't know who you are, but I think I like you. There's no shame in powerlessness. There's no shame in being outmatched. You and I both know that. Perhaps we could come to a mutually beneficial arrangement. Screw you. Don't act like you know anything about me. You're in for one hell of a beatdown. Yeah, wizard fight. Roared. Get. All talk, no shock. Bet the guild's gonna love interrogating you. What? Wait. Is that the body split craft? I got suddenly sensed something faint from the dark forest beyond. Nice try. But you've got a heavy heart. And a heavy heart makes for a light blade. Why don't you come out of hiding and say that? When a warrior enters a skirmish, he must be prepared to lose everything, otherwise he can gain nothing. In order to live as a man, you must forgo all anger and grief. With that, I bid you farewell. The presence in the trees seemed to have vanished. Forgo? How the hell am I supposed to do that? Arg! Incredible acting on my part. Chapter 3. The Black Orbman. It's gonna be just the two of us, I guess, while we walk to Zeiss. Guess she's not here yet. Did we get here that early? Could be. Want to kill some time at the tavern? It's nice out, so I think I'd rather just wait here. Doubt I could ever get tired of the view of the river. No kidding. I even get the feeling that Ruin's finally back to normal. Pretty amazing considering the uproar after Mayor Dalmore's arrest. Well, a seated mayor's never been arrested before. Try to imagine if Mayor Klaus was arrested in Roland. That'd be a real shock. But when I think of it that way, the people of Ruin almost seem cold. I mean, they were clearly surprised by what happened, but not a person was truly shocked, far as I can tell. Well, you have to remember, the mayor of Ruin has always been selected by bloodline alone. He wasn't elected to this position by the Ruinians. And that probably makes all the difference in the world. That's true. The people of Roland appointed Klaus mayor because they liked him and trusted him. Dalmore's getting what he deserves, but I feel kind of bad for him. Hey, look who's here. Huh? Oh, see. Scree, Estelle, Joshua. Huh. Sorry that I'm late. No problem. We just got here ourselves. Don't tell us that you ran all the way here. You don't really need to rush. I couldn't let you two go on without seeing you off. Thank you very much for contacting me. Chloe, I keep telling you you don't have to thank us. You too, Sieg. Thanks for coming. Screep. Haha, well then, shall we be off? Okay. We need to use the south exit to reach Zeiss, right? Yes, on the southern road is a checkpoint called Airlet. You can set out for Zeiss from there. Roger that. Okay, let's go. Scree. Just in the off chance there's bracer work to be done. I don't think so. Oh, look! She's fine again. Hey, you guys. Karna, are you feeling better? Fit as a fiddle. Back at work as of today. Wish I had some way to pay you back for all the trouble I put you through. Oh, come on. Once you become full-fledged bracers, come back to Ruin. I'll be waiting for you. Okay. Zip over to the checkpoint. She's probably going to leave us, but if we're lucky, she'll give us all her quartz, because she had some good quartz. And then I can only imagine that Zeiss is going to be made out of quartz. I've been here before, but this is a nice little spot. The view here's breathtaking. Certainly doesn't feel like a checkpoint, that's for sure. Actually, I hear that a lot of visitors come here to see the waterfall. Really? Ruin sure is a lot of nice places, huh? I can understand why the Duke would want to live here. Agreed. But I think Relent is also a nice place, relaxing. You've been to Relent? Yes, I've been to all 5 of the great cities. Oh, that's right. Zeiss is up ahead. You'll be surprised how charming it is. Really? Sounds like we're in for some fun. Alright, why don't we get the paperwork started then? Okay. Welcome to the Airlight checkpoint. If you want to get set up to go through, head to the counter inside. Good afternoon. How may I be of assistance? We were wondering what had to be done to obtain permission to enter Zeiss. Ah, okay, then step right up. I'll take care of you. Be aware, though, that once these procedures have begun, you'll not be allowed to leave the checkpoint. Are you okay with that? Yes. Go ahead. Please start by signing these documents. Estelle and Joshua signed their names to the documents. All right, everything seems to be in order. Is the young lady there not joining you? Oh, I only came to see them off. Very well, then. You'll be able to accompany them as far as the mouth of the Caldia Tunnel. Thank you very much. What's the Caldia Tunnel? It's the main road that joins this checkpoint to Zeiss. Path is a long tunnel that passes directly through Caldia Hill. An underground road. That'll definitely be a first for me, too. Okay. Oh, sorry, we enter from the top, don't we? Whoop. This is amazing. Speed it up. Slow it down. Speed it up. So the waterfall comes from a man-made river. I think it's called the Lotst Waterway. It was made a very long time ago. It's linked directly to the Valeria Lakeshore. Pretty impressive given that they did it without any orbits to help. What's that over there? It's called a door. Yeah. I guess this is goodbye. Yes. You're going to be traveling around the kingdom, right? Might be able to meet again in Gransel. Really? I'll be going back there when the Queen's birthday celebration starts. Some of my relatives will be there, so I'll have to join them. Just a month away, isn't it? I think we may actually be in Gransel around that time. So then, once you're done with your family stuff, contact the Gransel Guild branch. If you do, we can try to meet up. I certainly will. Stella and Joshua. I can't thank you enough. I won't ever forget everything that you've done for me. Come on, don't be so formal. We're in your debt as well for many reasons. I'd say we're pretty even. What a thing to say. Yeah, the button does work in cutscenes, right? Like, slow water, fast water. Slow water, fast water. When we confronted the mayor, I said some terrible things. You care for no one but yourself, but I was no different. Huh? I've been running away from the reality of my own situation for a while now. To the orphanage and to the academy. But the two of you taught me something. You helped me find the courage to hold my head high and find the strength to protect what matters. Because of you, I know how to be brave. I don't really get it, but if we're able to help you, I'm happy. Oh, cheer up, okay? We'll see each other again in Gransel. Yes, absolutely. Scream. Maybe we'll get to see Sieg there too, right? Scream! That was a joke. I mean, Gransel's pretty far away. I don't think those wings would hold. Besides, your home is here. Scree? Sieg isn't just any bird, you know. I think he'll be there. He's a Grifalcon? Sieg's just full of surprises, isn't he? Well then, shall we be off? Yeah. Hey, good luck to both of you on your journey. And I'll be praying for you to find your father. Screep. Thank you. You two take care. This is a secure military checkpoint. There better be no fucking monsters on this road. Scree. I think so too. We'll see them again. Sorry to keep you waiting, Chloe. Miss Julia. You're done with your duties at Leiston Fortress? Yes, it took longer than I had anticipated. Pardon my rudeness, but I've come to get your report on the incident. Thank you for your service. Scree. Hey now, settle down, Sieg. Have you been fulfilling your duty as escort? Scree. He's always been very helpful. Isn't that right, Sieg? Scree, heart emoji. He's certainly chipper. The Arceus stopped at the end of the highway. You're to report in there. Understood. I'll be leaving school for a while. I need to say goodbye to my teachers before returning to Gransel. Estelle, Joshua. I'll take what you taught me and show that I can be strong. Stronger than even you two. I'll do everything in my power to see to that. There's a recurring theme of super spies joining my party. Huh? That sounded like a cutscene happening behind us. I just got the feeling that someone was coming. There's someone in here other than us? Guess not. Yeah. Must have imagined it. Oh, I get it. Think you've still got a little crush on Chloe. Huh? What makes you say that? Oh, don't be shy. You know I can read you like a book. It's not unreasonable after all. You did kiss her during the play. What if she asked you to come back? You'd say yes, right? I guess you didn't notice then. Notice what? The last scene? That was just for show, you know. It was staged. Just so it looked like a real kiss for the audience. What? You really can be completely clueless sometimes. It was written right there in the script notes. Ha 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 ha, I see. Note to self, do not insert foot into mouth. Why do I feel so relieved? Estelle, you okay? Ha ha ha, I'm fine. Come on, Slice awaits. It fucking sure does. A forked road? There's some treasure. Whoop, hello? Oh, it's a treasure chest. Oh, Tierra Bomb. It's a little bit stronger than Tier Bomb. Yep, I guess things are going to start getting a little more tough if that's the bomb they give us. Curia. Whoop! I'm fucking writing a very sternly worded letter to the military. R.E. Monsters in the fucking tunnel.
That's that then. Let's move out.
That guy dropped a big fat red. You don't see that a lot. Death Blow 2 again. Maybe just save up our death blows for the end game, maybe. That's how the monsters catch us. They also move quickly when we have our two pressed. What are you, by the way? A bubble blower. A crustacean monster living in the darkness breathes hypnotic bubbles. Give me your juicy bone.
Piece of cake.
Which he drops. I should just be running everywhere. What do we got on this one? Straight shot. Beep beep. Ooh. Guess we got a little bit of road ahead of us if there's an orbment recovery station. North Limestone Cave. Warning, there's monsters. I'll take your word for it. I would imagine that would miss that half-hearted attack animation. Spooky goo. You know what? I'll just show myself out. So I guess we're looking for a professor or something once we get there. Some free shit, basically. Okay. I've got to hurry. Huh? Someone's coming this way. Oh. Good afternoon. Where's the fire? Good afternoon. Are you taking this road too? Well, yeah. Have you seen any lights that weren't working? The lights along the tunnel wall, I mean. Sorry. If there are, I haven't noticed any. All the lights we passed were still on, but we did pass one that was flickering. There's 2 rivers between it and here. That's it. It's just like I thought. Sorry, I have to hurry. Okay. I wonder if she's from Zeiss. Strange little kid. She seemed awfully flustered. I'm kind of worried. You want to try following her? You read my mind? No, you didn't. I don't want to do that. I don't like the idea of a little girl wandering around here by herself. We should catch up to her and stick close. Betting your chick on that little girl. Yeah, thanks, Joshua. Nobody fucking thought that. Sigh. I can't believe there's so many of them. It's going to break at this rate. Maybe this. Bearing set angle of elevation 20 degrees. Orbital compression of 30%. Go! If you come any closer, then I won't miss next time. I mean it. Monsters don't talk, I think. I think I might have made them angrier. Bracers! Huh? I remember you. We can talk later, get back. We've got to get rid of these things first. They're gonna spit out the spooky juice. Oh, she's helping us fight. Welcome aboard, kid. A larva monster living in the darkness spews sticky fluid to weaken its prey. Disgusting. Do I have enough for a hurricane? I sure as shit don't. Based on her HP, she does seem to be very underleveled. He had a critical, and he wasn't allowed to get close enough. What can you do? Smoke cannon. Cannon impulse. She knows a bit of everything. Hey, look at that. She can hit everybody. Enough for a hurricane, they can fucking heal. Gummy juice. Oh boy. Okay. Critical Hellgate. Resist. Congratulations, fellas. You're still dead. Alright. Oh, man. Her basic attack is area of effect. Nope, she's level 18. She's just a little punk kid with no HP. Joshua's almost 20. That was scary. Thank you very much. Thought I was a goner for sure. Ha ha ha. Well, the important thing is that you're safe. But you really should be more careful. Stirring up monsters is a surefire way to get yourself eaten. But if I'd left them alone, they probably would have broken that light. Speaking of which, why would those things go after the lights anyways? Don't they do the same thing when the highway lights are switched out? The septium in those circuits is the monster's favorite food. The highway lights work to keep monsters away, but when they stop working, they have the exact opposite effect. I get it. Still, you shouldn't mess with stuff like that. Septium might be their favorite food, but little girls probably rank a close second. Disgusting. Sorry. Go easy there. Giving her nightmares and saying don't do that isn't exactly going to score you any points. Don't be such a wet blanket. Anyway, my name's Estelle. I'm Joshua. We're bracers affiliated with the guild. Oh, that's why you're so tough. I'm Tita. I work as an apprentice at the Central Factory. That's pretty impressive. Well then, Tita, we're heading to Zeiss, so do you want to join us for the rest of the way? That's right, you don't want to be around here if the monsters show up again. Really, thank you. Would you mind waiting for a little bit? I've got to get that light fixed. It's probably risky to leave it like that. How in the world did you know it had burned out, though? I was lucky enough to notice the problem when I was looking in the computer database. It seems like a defective unit was installed here by mistake. Alright, it's a good thing you caught it when you did. Computer? Database? Huh. Okay, that should do it. Sorry it took so long. Color me impressed. Well, if she's an apprentice at the Central Factory, she has to be good. Hee hee, well, I didn't do anything special. I just fixed the quartz connection and adjusted the orbital pressure. Well, it sure sounds special. It's not that big a deal. Okay, how do I explain this? Each orbit has a quartz circuit inside, and if it isn't properly connected, the orbital energy inside the unit will have nowhere to go. As a result, the orbit won't be able to function properly. This happens sometimes with highway lights, which means their ability to give out light and ward off monsters is compromised. So stop. Should save the explanation for after we get on the road. I mean, if you stand around too long, the monsters, you know. I guess so. I was just warming up, too. Whew. Well, why don't we set it for Zeiss then? Okay. Yes, sir. Beep, beep. Whoop. A preemptive attack. Would you look at the time? Joshua was actually in pretty shit shape from getting sucked off by those gummy worms. Still no sun. Jesus Christ. Oh. The tunnel ends here, so does that mean this is the entrance to Zeiss? That's right. It leads right into the basement of the Central Factory. That doesn't sound safe. I'm excited to see it. The Central Factory is the pride and joy of Zeiss, since it's an industrial city. I had heard it was big, but that's about all I really know. Well, yeah, it's pretty huge. Anyone who's not used to the layout could get lost in a hurry. There's a creepy thought. I'm beginning to worry whether or not we'll be able to make it to the guild. The way out of the city is up on the first floor. I'll show you how to get there. Thank you. Well, let's go in. Makes 8 cans. Check in, double check. Let's check in on the factory. Oh, it's a one-eyed lion. What if I was just a super spy, just traveling along? Come on in. The checkpoint's inside our super secret factory. What's this place? It looks like almost the entire factory is completely automated. Hee hee. Below the city there are lots of orbment factories. They make everything from lights to airship parts. That's awesome. A little overwhelming, but awesome. How do I get out? Oh, I wonder what he's doing right now. Enough of that. Get your head to the job, girl. The door's locked. Well, fuck me, apparently. Oh, that's only an emergency staircase through that door. If you want to get up to the ground floor, just go back the way you came and go straight down the hall. Okay, what's this room? This is the elevator. It can take us from the basement to the roof. Huh. Can't say I've ever seen one of these outside of the mines. This one seems super high-tech. Well, this is Zeiss. And since this is the Central Factory, I'm sure they have quite a few of these. They have more than one? It's the latest model, too. Maximum weight capacity, 50 torum. Can handle even heavy industrial equipment with no problem. Music emoji. I don't entirely get it, but sure sounds impressive. How do we get it to move? Oh, you just pick which floor you want on that panel. You want to get to the city, right? Can you take us up to the first floor? Okay. Whoa! Check out the size of this place. This is the central factory's main floor. It's where the reception desk and consumer maintenance windows are. I see. So we can get out of town from here. Oh, Tita. Miss Hazel. There you are. Supervisor Travis has been looking for you. He'd like for you to go straight to the operations room. Okay, I will. Sounds urgent. Thank you for showing us around. It's no big deal. It's the least I can do after you beat up those monsters for me. Well, we're planning to be in Zeiss for a little while. Would you mind if we stop by to see you again? I'd love that. Bye-bye then. What a sweet kid. I get the impression that she's a lot tougher than she looks. I agree. Always wanted a sweet, lovable little sister like her. Instead of, might I add, an obnoxious little brother. You keep saying things like that, but you're the one who's always following me around. If you want to be more like a real older sister, you need to get your head out of the clouds every now and then. Look who's talking. Anyway, all sibling rivalries aside, want to head into the city? First, I'd like to switch assignments at the guild. Plus, we can see if there's any new information on the Orbment, or Dad. Sounds like a plan. Oh, hello. What do we got for quartz? An HP 3, which I cannot afford, holy shit. 800 water, is that it? Confuse enemy. Yes. Shield 2. That's all my air. Evade 2, evade 3. Holy shit. Ooh, sleepy time. That's a nice cheap one. Cast 2. Time to cast arts is greatly cut. For... That might be good on Joshua. Move 2. EP cut 2. 25% reduction. You know what? We don't really run it at EP is the thing. There's some good quartz in this town. Welcome to maintenance. This may seem like just a service window, but we're a full part of the factory's Orbment division, as fully equipped as any shop. Please feel free to make full use of our facilities. Alright, I did. Goodbye. It's a pretty wacky tobacco looking city. They have escalators! What's this? Some kind of moving staircase. It is a really long climb, so I guess it would be tough without it. Yeah, but to have the whole thing moving underneath you? This place has been full of surprises ever since we got here. No kidding. Look at these flowers. I'd love to plant these on the veranda, but I'm afraid the colors might clash. Are there enough flowers? Can I run up the down one? Whoop! Huh. You can go up either one, I guess. You look like you've been working hard. How about a nice cold drink? Sure. A fresh juice? I have a fresh juice, I just keep forgetting to drink it. I have a lot of stuff I keep forgetting to eat. That should do it. Whoop, that's the landing port. The one here is probably super big. Looks like they can accept 2 airships at once. Docking as they go. Time for final liftoff check. Oh, can't cross the velvet rope. My mistake. Never allowed inside the traffic control tower. The airliner Cecilia is currently in port, having just arrived from the west. All passengers en route to the Grantsville region, please proceed to the gates. I'm not allowed. Welcome! We have all kinds of beautiful flowers. Do you? I don't want any of those. Shoo. That's incredible. A staircase that moves. Doesn't that just beat all? Oh, are you all bracers? Stain Arms and Guards has the means to fill your needs. My shop is just across the street from the Bracer Guild, so stop by anytime. Not the nicest. Not the nicest houses they have to live in here. Hi there. Pardon us. Bracers? An Eastern woman. Jesus Christ. Finally here, I see. Estelle Joshua, welcome to Zeiss. Huh? You know us? I've already been briefed on your arrival from one Jean, the Ruin Branch. A girl with chestnut hair tied in twin ponytails and a boy with black hair and amber eyes. That is you, is it not? Okay. My name is Kelaka. Zeiss welcomes your service. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Same here. Pleasure's ours. I know you've only just arrived, but I'd like to proceed with the formalities of changing your affiliation. If you'd just sign these documents, okay. That should do it. You're both now affiliates of the Zeiss Regional Guild. There are no urgent matters that must be seen to currently. You're free to check the bulletin board and work at your own pace. That's kind of disappointing, but hey, a little peace and quiet can be a good thing. All right, I had a question to ask about Cassius. She can read minds. Did Jean tell you about him too? The whole sordid matter. I'm sorry to say that Cassius is not currently in the Zeiss region. He only stops in every few months or so. Figures. That just leaves Grantsville, or maybe... I believe I might be able to provide you with a lead in another matter. Please take this. Received. Attention, Factory Chief. What's this? It's a letter of introduction to the head of the central factory, one Mr. Murdoch. He's basically like the mayor of the Zeiss region. Is this in regards to the matter of the Black Orbment? The stories of the mayor's residence painted as a very mysterious item. I'd suggest that you consult with the factory chief and see what he has to say. You really got this all planned out. Just some kind of superpower, Kilika. My business is to provide support for bracers such as yourselves. I simply decipher the intelligence that's provided and pass it on, as the mandates of my job require. Wow. We really appreciate your assistance. Think nothing of it. I trust that you'll return to assist us should a major incident occur. Ha ha ha. You can count on us when the time comes. I do want to go ahead and see the factory chief. Sounds good to me. Let's check for work first, you idiots. Look at this. Temp librarian. I'm seeking an interim librarian with keen investigative skills. Anyone who wishes to apply, see me in the archives on second floor. Understand, too, that you may be asked to pick up some slack on a few odds and ends before the real work begins. Trat Plains Monster. A ferocious monster known as a chronocider has been spotted roving the Trat Plains Road. Bracers from this branch have to go beat it up. Where can I buy some weapons? This is the knife and gun shop for this town. Greetings, weapon enthusiasts. Welcome to Stain Arms and Guards. Due to the sight of all fell accoutrements, make your palms sweaty? Well, shop here. We cater to the violently inclined. Yep, these are upgrades. Well, clearly she joins us because her weapons are here. Gurkha knives. I think Gurkhas just fight with kukris. Whatever. A protective jacket. I'm out of money. Oops. A work jumpsuit. A thick cloth worksuit that doesn't shrink in the wash. 50 defense. But why? But why? I should probably sell everything that I have. Skull daggers apparently are done being useful. Whoops, greetings. Sell this shit. Huh. Skull dagger's not very valuable. I like how they give me all their stuff when they leave. It's like, well, back to school. Here's all my clothes and weapons. Bye, Chloe. God damn it. Keep trying to sell all of them and I'm pressing the wrong button. There it is again. Again. It is kind of weird. Somebody joins me every town. I have a feeling that I'm going to get to pick my other two party members once we get to the very end here. I've played other games that do this, like Phantasy Star Fort, Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. I'll lose a defense. I guess they don't give a shit about magic in Zeiss, which is funny because the magic pocket watches are built here. Yeah, I want cast 2. And I should pretty much be casting stuff instantly. Unless I also... Nope, you can't stack the type. So you want the highest level. Kill enemy with 10% success. Ah. I like that. And, she's probably fine. Those are probably all perfectly reasonable quartzes. Decisions. Do I want a balanced general weapon, or do I want an ace in the hole cannon? I had to buy both and stop wasting time worrying. Action 2 is valuable. Do I have Action 2 equipped? Speed plus 20%. That might be handy. I'll just swap out the EP cut. Oh, there's the EP cut blackballing me on spells. I won't lose Hellgate, so deal. So now what do I have? I have, Jesus Christ, like 12 black Sepith in here. And that didn't really change anything. Clock up extreme. I guess just cast that on a big boy fight, like when we go fight that monster on the road we were just assigned to do. Good work, my brain. Bell Station, General Goods. Come on in, welcome to Bell Station. We're the only store that carries everything from food to everyday goods. If I know anything about this game, you're the only shop in the town. A Liberal News. We're actually behind on our Liberal News. There's no time for that, though. We'll read it another day. How odd. There's all these different accessories that are plus 3 defense. I don't know why, but I would want all of them. Assaulted anchovy. Holy shit, I had to catch these before. Apparently anchovies are a big deal. Did the game turn to chapter 3 yet? Yeah, we're on chapter 3 right now, Fat Cow. Ah, the memories. I helped Professor Russell build this orbital clock. Oh, you mean Professor R? Orbmans drive it, you know. Long as the orbital power doesn't stop, the clock will keep running. Not many remember the old days anymore when Zeiss was that clock town. The first orbitally powered clock, made in the year 1162 of the Septian calendar, by Zeissian manufacturers. Ritter Roadway. We're going down Trat Plains Road. That's a wall I walked into. That is a big fucking road. Wolf Fort Elmo Village. A village of Elmos? Elmo's a hot spring town, it looks like. Wolf Fort is the way into Calvard. There's a Carnelia Tower, which I think is red. Yeah, I guess every kingdom does have a city and a village, doesn't it? Elmo Vigil. Looks like there's something behind Elmo Village, too. And there's a giant peninsula here that just nobody lives on. Okay. The provinces seem to be getting bigger. Maybe not, though. Let's find this monster. Whoop, you're fucked. Am I planning on playing all the Trails games? Not back to back.
That's that then.
But yeah, if they're not too dumb, I'll probably play all of them eventually. I don't like to play the same kind of game back to back, though. It's easy to get burned out. Oh man, I am on a petrify roll.
We're good.
What in the hell? An armored rabbit. A ferocious rabbit-like monster wrapped in a thick hide attacks with a deadly strike. Well, let's see how quick my magic is. Not quick enough. I wouldn't call that deadly at all unless he has death blow baked in. Bump, bump, bump. What a coincidence that we went to that clock town and learned clock up.
That's that then. Let's
Look
move
at
out.
that, he dropped a big one of each. Bum, 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 bum. Who's got fucking heal? She does. Nobody actually needs a heal, because I just leveled up. Brilliant. I guess we're not going anywhere, we're just looking for this monster. Not in a rush to visit Elmo or anything. Whoop! I don't have Eagle Eye on, that's the problem. Man, you're goofy looking. I think that's a palette swap. Didn't we fight those things on the farm and relent? Monster that swarms on the plane. Its attack has a weakening effect. Well, good for it. There's the instant kill.
Alright, we're good to go.
A death blow, you could call it. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that we normally make the third person wear the fucking Eagle Eye. You're in charge of it now. She'll lose, well, she'll gain lightning apparently. Neat. And I guess if we wore haze, nobody would want to fight us. Am I still on the road? Yep, trap planes. Holy shit, I would not call this a road. I would just call this a thing. That road's not even labeled. That's the way to Carnelia Tower, which is, the road's blocked by a sign. That might be a no fucking around tower. Whoa, don't mind me. Well, hello. I don't know what I expected. You here to take my fucking apple, huh? We'll see about that. Hopper Chief. Smart enough to use arts and can call for backup. Well, he's gonna have to get the shit slapped right out of him. Lightning is a line. Oh man, that's finally one I can set on my own. It's a shame I can't. I'll put it on the chief. If anyone wants to stand next to him, it's their own fault. Oh, they hit a little hard, actually. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Everybody's jumping out of it. I don't even know what he's doing. He's playing dead. Okay. That's horrible.
Let's do this!
It better not be a tear bomb. It might be a Tira bomb. I just realized I can't hit anymore on Joshua. I have to use arts because I'm blind. I'm also speed down, which sucks. I can afford a hurricane, though, on this kid. I heard a petrify. Oh, you got me, Estelle. Oh, don't hurt me. We can leave the petrify guy because he's just doomed forever. Ridiculous. I guess they just skip their turn when they do that. Sure. Hope he doesn't kill me. That was close. Watch this. Whoops. I gotta kill this guy to protect Joshua.
Here I come.
We're actually... Did I hear Petrify go off? I did. Fuck this. We actually bought the armor, too. And this shit hurts. What are you gonna give me?
That's that then. Let's move out.
She's almost 20. A lot of Sepith. I guess it makes sense. We're getting to the point where we need like 200 of something to buy a quartz. Crisp onions, a dirty carrot, and you give me a black bangle. A leather wristband that stimulates a pressure point. Now I can't fall asleep. Well, that was clearly worth it. So I have some... Is this oatmeal or omelet? Oatmeal. Well, that's just going to be a brick in my gut for the rest of the day until I shit myself, if it's anything like the oatmeal I eat. That one probably goes right in to the fort. I think that's far enough that that would actually be the fort. It's the armored rabbit. God damn it, it is actually hard to find these guys. There's the baddie on the road quests. When did I start playing this? I think it's been a couple weeks so far. More monsters appeared. It's the same dude. Now I have no CP to fucking show for it, though. Clock myself up here. Holy shit, I can hold it down to make battles go faster. We're learning things every fucking day. This is crit up, so yes, please. This is gonna revolutionize the game. Couple that with the run. Holy shit. There's a death blow. He's trying to do something artish. I like how this is a forced fight for treasure, and they're like, take it, man, just take the bangle. Fuck this. This is incredible.
All right, we're good to go.
Sapphire talisman. So I think we have a talisman for every element now. And there's just no reason to go out here to Stonehenge now that we have that treasure chest. Don't know where that dude is. Maybe he's on the road to the tower? If it's not considered a different road. Carnelia Tower, beware of monsters. No shit. I'm still walking a lot. It's hard to break the habit now that we know you can run. Alright, where the fuck is this forced battle? It's not him. Man, I think I might fight more if we can speed the battles up like this.
Good to go.
No, I don't think he's on this screen. One of those sides again. I suppose. Oh, there you are. Leave it alone. Large monsters prowling about, and I do need to heal. That's enough. That's almost full health on both of us. Exterminate. It's always so many. Chronocider. I fought a Chronocider before, haven't I? Or did I fight a palette swap of it in Ruin? A monster that hunts on the plains, has very robust abilities, no notable weak points. Well, fuck me, apparently. Clock up. And then Morales.
Come on.
Let's get all Buffy. Clock up extreme! Oh, is this a flicker? It's not. Let's all focus on the same one, I guess. Uh-oh. We're both fucking knocked out. Do something. Uh-oh.
We're good to go.
Even though this is gonna heal for 1,000, we're just gonna get fucking gored for a few turns again. There we go. This is the one we're trying to kill, by the way. Oh, she lost her buff. Unfortunate. Comet. Penetrate. That's just Hurricane. Golden armor. Gold. Things I didn't need. That. I can't even taunt them all at the same time effectively. Womp womp. Let's fight this one. Hope! He's dead. Oh, I win. He resists death blow. Man. Sped up combat. Incredible. I think they resist the death blow, so I'll clean up while she petrifies everybody. Ugh. I guess I'll help. Nope, I can make it over here.
We're good to go.
Now this could go either way here. Love that
We're
speed
good to
up.
go.
Curative Horn got 40 Earth, 40 time. Exterminated monster on the Trap Plains Road. We had some work as a librarian to do back in town, so let's sort that out. Yeah, There's a chance that Joshua will kill them instantly, and there's a chance that Estelle will put them in a state that kills them instantly. Critical heal, you tricky... Oh, that heal wasn't enough. I'm done for... Oh shit, does his dodge go up? Nope. Well, maybe. Not enough, though.
Alright.
Man. Oh, fuck it. On our way now with that speed up.
Alright.
Did you see that? Death blow proc on dual strike, which I was curious about. So if I dual strike, that's 2 chances for death blow to go off. Bum bum, where's the fucking inn? Welcome to the Zanrad Hotel. We have every amenity to suit your needs. I think you'll find your stay a pleasant one. Perfect, because my insides are starting to be my outsides. Let's sleep. 80. If I want to use a voice patch for this game, oh, in Japanese is... I'm going to pass on that. Especially because I'm already in the middle of the game. I don't like to mod a game once I start. Sheets are done. Let's stock the room amenities. Stock them, I say. Lots of stuff still to do. Time to unleash the fury, Emma. I've been in here. Alright, goodbye that house. There was a bar. Forgle Bar. Home at last. Yeah, I just got back from a little trip to Ruin. Had a good time, but I sure am glad to be back home. Hello, haven't seen you all before. Passing through? Well, come and rest. Rotini pasta. Black pepper soup. Seasonal tart. Go. Seems like this soup can help you concentrate, but I wonder if it really does anything. I mean, it's water, bouillon, vegetables, and pepper. That's the bar. Some other buildings I don't remember. Whoops! My compass was upside down. All that's left now is collecting the broken quartz. Just about time to check our inventory. Once the order's assembled, we'll take the goods to the Republic via the Wolf Fort. It's not one of those scooters. I've kind of fallen out of love with the scooters after that fiasco with the candelabrum. It's the knife and gun shop. So this would be the item shop? Yes. Okay, we've solved the mystery of what everything is. Ritter Roadway. Temporary librarian. The archives. That's just a house. Also just a house. It's gotta be one of these. The church. Russell Home and Factory. Oh, she must be the one that joins. Professor R. Looks like the problems. Maybe she. Maybe. I wonder if that's her grandpa or something. Alright, whatever. Let's just. Where the fuck is the library? Maybe it's in the central factory. Louise, why are you so lazy? Hurry up and make the bed. I can't take my nap. Louise, are you listening? Make the bed. Will you shut up a second? I'm looking for a book. Alright, that house has problems. I think this is the guy that told me to visit his weapon shop. Nope. I just got back from Ruin. I heard that the Arcee was seen flying around Ruin. It's a shame. If I'd stayed a little longer, I bet I could have seen it myself. My family just returned from a trip to Ruin. They had a wonderful time. I wonder if they were the ones that couldn't figure out the lighthouse quiz. I think so. I wish Mom had come with us on a trip to Ruin. But it was no use. She's got this phobia about airships. Holy shit. This is not a safe balcony. This is like ankle height. You will take a fucking tumble right off that, let me tell you. That's the guy that owns the weapon shop. So where the fuck's the library? It's gotta be in the central factory then. It's in the factory block? You mean the giant single factory? Second floor. Central factory office. Central factory archives. Excuse me, we saw your request on the bulletin board. Oh my, you're here already. I only just put in the request a little while ago. Hee hee. Well, we just come in to change assignments, so we were ready for work. Well, shall we get started then? Yes. This is about hiring the temp librarian, right? Yes, that's right. It's turned out to be much more of an ordeal than expected. What kind of ordeal? I'll explain that in a moment. Beforehand, though, I have a matter that I'd like you to help settle. Consider it a favor, if you will. What kind of matter are you referring to? The archives loaned out some books to various central factory departments. Sometimes they keep them past the due date and don't pay the fees. First, I'd like you to get our books back. That's simple. Where do we need to go? Let's see. They should be in the 3rd floor design room, and the 4th floor lab, and the clinic. Is that everything? Yes. Please come back once you have them. Okay, we will. Let's start immediately. Where's the fucking book? The design workshop. Haven't we? What? Now that you mention it, we did meet previously when we were in Ruin. I thought so. You two were real help that time. I appreciate you finding the orbital gun prototype for me. Oh yeah, you're that science guy. How'd all your research and stuff end up doing anyway? I think it's safe to say the orbital gun's research is moving along nicely. It'll take time to properly micronize the components, but we can do it. If things go smoothly, we can have them on the shelf soon. I hope they end up big sellers. The design room, there it is. Now, where are those papers I set aside before I left? Of course, by before, I mean prior to my trip to the Royal Academy. That was quite a while ago. That one fella quitting ain't much of help either. Right now, the Arcee ain't much more than a gussied-up transport ship. We don't do something about finish it all on time and work's wasted. This new engine for the Arcee is turning into quite a formidable problem. We were waiting for Clive and Ruin to join in collaborative research, but he declined our offer. And as things currently stand, we're unable to move forward. Okay, well, you guys got fucked. Lab. There's tomorrow's cooking. Recently, Ray had me try some kind of vile anti-nap food product sample. It looks like a tomato, but it's terribly bitter. Definitely made me forget any thoughts of sleep, but now I can't get the taste out of my mouth. But that's like calling mouse traps on your earlobes anti-sleep aids. Tobacco. This term was supposed to be studying greenhouses. Do you know what studying greenhouses means? Quite literally, you're watching the grass grow. Boring and, more importantly, unmarketable. So I decided to breed a new species of tomatoes. It rescued me, so to speak. Heh. Who'd like to sample my tomato? Nobody? Received an acerbic tomato. Oh, shit. There it is. Kitty talk for dummies. Is something the matter? This is the factory clinic. We're equipped for dealing with conventional illnesses too, so don't hesitate to come in. Pass. What's upstairs? The roof, which has an elevator. Operations room. This is just the balcony. Yep. Show myself out. Well, to the archives. God God damn, you can cover a lot of ground. Are you done? Haha, music emoji, we brought them for you. Hand it over, Septium Optic Anals. Tomorrow's Cooking. Kitty Talk for Dummies. All of the books have been returned. Quest completed. Good. Now, we have all the books again. Thank you for your assistance. It was no big deal. We didn't have any issues. That's good to hear. In that case, perhaps I should go ahead and ask for your help with my favorite type of work. Oh, that's right. You mentioned having some significant problem somewhere along the line. What kind of work is it? Just like before, we need some overdue materials returned. The book in question is called The Herb Woodpecker. We'll make a note of that. Right. Herb Woodpecker. So it's a book on birds, right? Do you have any clues for us? As a matter of fact, take a look at this. Approach the man of stone standing in silence within the mountain village pond, and you shall receive Phantom Thief B. It was written on a card that was taken from the book. I imagine that it's some kind of hint as to its whereabouts. A hint of bad poetry, maybe. So it was only bored because someone with way too much time on their hands wanted to hide it somewhere? Evidently so. It's a sort of trick that researchers used to play on each other long ago. I have no idea what would possess someone to hide a book of all things. But we certainly have our fair share of unusual characters. It's not surprising that any of them might follow such a bizarre custom. Anyway, I leave this matter in your capable hands, so please bring the book back. Hey, hold on a second. Is this the only lead we have? I'm afraid so. But the guild sent you, so I have every confidence in your ability. That's just awesome. Understood. It'll be difficult work, but we'll do all that we can. You may have to search every nook and cranny in Zeiss, but I'm sure you'll find it. I'll be waiting here. When you do find it, please bring it back to me. Let's get this show on the road then. Haha, I look forward to seeing you again. Sounds like it's an Elmo. And we slept at the hotel so we can hit the road again. Whoops. I don't want to do that. Guess we can double check just to see if there was another bracer job posted while I was away. There was not. Actually, that's a double clear, isn't it? Temp Librarian, 250 mirror, 3 bips. And the Trap Plane gave me 4 bips, 1500 mirror. Welcome back. Looks like you finished your job. If you clear any other contracts, make sure you come here and report it. I'll consider it. Goodbye. If I was Elmo, I'd be right over there. They probably have a pond. Hopefully, wasn't a long walk, I suppose. The door's locked. It seems hidden somewhere within the Zeiss region. Approach the Man of Stone, standing in silence, within the mountain village pond. Pump shed's locked. It's making my life difficult. The Maple Leaf Inn, how do I get out? Oh, actually, you guys got any snacks I could have? What a quiet day. Days like this are nice from time to time. If every day was like this, that would be bad for business. You got any Elmo Village food for us? There you are. There you are. Wild veggie pot. I am so high. Fruity milk. Whoa, specialty eggnog. Monster sushi. Wild veggie pot is CP for everybody. It takes firefly fungus, which I've never seen outside of the quest. What's the eggnog give me? That's just powerful. Wine egg. So it's just some eggs, but also a bird egg. That's the secret ingredient. They're fucking eggs. Monster sushi. fish fillet, and a horn. Strength 10% though. Hot fried chicken, we found that in the tower. Fruity milk, speed plus 30. Think I can buy all of those. No, savory pinions are not for buying. I get those out of Beetles and Relent if I really wanted to. This riddle seems so obvious, yet I can't find where I have to go. Because there's nothing like a hot bath after fishing. For that matter, there's nothing like a hot bath after just about anything. What a luxurious idea that is. There's a hot spring, but how to get in? Cleaning in progress. Oh, fuck you. Welcome, everyone. This is the famous Maple Leaf Inn. We have lots of fine springs, including our famous Eastern-style outdoor bath. Okay. That boy over there is one major hottie. Hey, you guys are from Zeiss, right? What's popular there now? Nice. A little date vacation in the hot springs. Hey, it's new people. They're young. Maybe they just look young, but are really old. It's this way. Just some trees. Okay, well. A little stumped on where the hell I should be going. Green. Oh, it's probably an item shop. What have we here? Customers, come right in, have a look around the place. I recommend our spring-boiled eggs. Sure. Could almost buy EP charges. I have 4 of them. What the fuck is a fluffy spring egg? $450, just a raw heel, I guess, is okay. This also takes bird egg, though. God damn it. I feel like it should be in there, but I don't know where the hell it would be. Is that a lake? Found a monster, wasn't paying attention. It's easy to get lazy when you can fast forward the fights.
That's that. Let's move out.
Not this again. These fucking Phantom Thief clues always waste my time. Souvenir shop. This is just, I guess, is this the part they pump out and send to the hotel? Are you looking for a place to stay for the night? The Maple Leaf Inn is on the other side of town, just past the hot water tower. It's a nice place. You should stop by and have a look. Maybe if I go it this way. There we go. Oh! A package wrapped in oiled paper. Inside was the herb woodpecker. I wouldn't call it a stone man. It's like a little lamp, but we did it. Once we get back to Zeiss and turn this in, I'm going to take a short break, freshen up my drink. Man, battle fast forward. Incredible. Man in Japanese is Hito. Which looks like that lamp. Shit. Wacky Japs. Man, it is This game has gotten so much quicker. Have you made some progress? Oh, you mean, did we get the book? Yes. Please take a look to be certain. There it is. Oh my. This is indeed the right book. Thank you for finding it. Like there was ever any doubt. To be honest, I thought it was going to have to be a wild goose chase. I'm quite impressed you actually managed to find it. Now I know I can leave the rest of the work in your hands. Right, wait, what? What rest of the work? There's more? Traditionally, the researchers would hide 3 books. This leaves us with 2 still yet to be found. Did I not tell you? This is most definitely the first I've heard of it. How odd. But you're already aboard the ship, so to speak, so I hope I can count on your full support until the end. I guess so, but you mean we have to do with another unhinged person's idea of a game? Speaking of which, it's just like back in Ruin. No need to worry. The next book's hint has no words. What? The proof's in the pudding, as the saying goes. See for yourself. What the fuck? You've got to be kidding. No comments or anything? The name of the book in the question is Hertz's Adventure 2. Hertz's Adventure 2. Got it. Only the first part remains in the library, so it gets quite frustrating having to listen to patrons ask about the sequel constantly. I hope this gets you fired up to find it. Another brain teaser to figure out. I take back what I said about the stupid poetry. I'd much rather do that. Either way, we'd still be stuck trying to puzzle it out. Well, best of luck. Maybe the book's here to read. We'll be back with that book before you know it. Well, hopefully it takes her a long time to know things. Tomorrow's cooking. No. Kitty Talk for Dummies. Pass. Septium Optic Anals. No. Hertz's Adventure 1. Encounter with the Spectacled Genie. Part 1. This is 12 pages. We'll take a break first while I grab my drink. I'll be a few minutes here. Well, if I was smart, I would have looked up where to find that book, but I didn't. Did I write it in my... This time, the hint is a diagram. All right, we're going to read the book. Encounter with the Spectacled Genie, Part 1. Using his finger to push his slipping glasses back onto the ridge of his nose, young Hertz continued his journey. As far as he could see in every direction, the earth had been blanketed by a thick layer of white. The fine powder covered the ground, and undulating lumps and clumps was actually made up of pale granules of sand, which were light and fluffy like the freshly driven snow. "Where's this river supposed to be?" came the raspy voice of a youth named Midas from behind. Midas, a skinny boy with hair the color of tobacco leaves protruding from the butt of a hand-rolled cigarette, was Hertz's most trusted friend, and one who never hesitated to tag along with him on one of his impulsive adventures. "Just a little further," young Hertz replied, without turning his head to look back at his companion. The two of them had set out for the spindly river which cut directly across the center of the parched white desert of the oasis beside it. A rest stop well known for being the last place of refuge for those travelers and their camels who were brave enough to cross the scorching dunes. Young Hertz and Midas had planned to camp there alongside the river that evening before attempting to trek across the remainder of the barren lands the following day. "So do you think we'll really be alright?" Midas asked as he unwrapped the silver wrapper of a half-melted candy. "There's been a rumor going around about a genie appearing in these parts, and believe it or not, but some say that it'll even gobble up whole people." "Rumors are just that, rumors," replied young Hertz. "But I might consider their veracity if we ever did happen to come across a real one," he added, brushing off the idea with a chuckle. No sooner the words left his mouth when a booming voice thundered from somewhere behind them. "Then how about you start considering that now?" Upon hearing this, young Hertz turned quickly around, his eyes searching for the source of the questioning voice. There standing before him was the figure of a decrepit genie swathed in a robe of incomprehensible black, its back more bowed than the curled spine of a cat seeking its master's attention, and a pair of old spectacles perched atop the curved shape of its talon-like nose. Yet the more young Hertz looked at the genie, the more unsure he became as to whether he was staring at something resembling a shriveled old man or a ghastly old woman. Midas froze in terror as he saw the tall, robed personage not far from his side. "I'm not scared," he stuttered, with a face whiter than the desert sand surrounding them as he noticed young Hertz's gaze fixated on the genie. "My candy just got stuck in my throat," is all he croaked as he bumbled through a jumble of ridiculous excuses in his head. A complex smirk of wrinkles curled across the genie's cheeks, giving the illusion that something else was living below its haggard skin. "Oh my, how cruel it is to have been gobbled up whole. What a piteous fate for that sugared lump of candy in your gullet." Not seeming to mind the spectacles that began to slip from its nose, the genie continued to shake its head, gripped by some mad delight. "But fear not, my little sweetness, for I shall avenge you by digesting the very marrow of these boys' bones as I change them into the dust of these arid lands." The genie narrowed its turbid eyes and trundled towards Midas. In an instant, the sleeves of its robe were flung back, exposing thin, gnarled arms which shook like a pair of long, withered branches in the wind. The genie's fingertips extended, sharp as pointed tridents, and sped toward Midas' twitching face, advancing with precision, or at least that's what it seemed like until they passed by the boy's face and stabbed futilely at the empty air. As if being slightly amazed by the failed attempt, the genie cocked its head in surprise, but soon thereafter took notice of what had been amiss. In a hurry, it brought both hands up to its ancient face and began to neatly adjust a pair of spectacles which sat crookedly on top of its bent nose. "I've had poor eyesight since I was a child, too," said young Hertz to the creature as it fumbled with the glasses. "And it looks to me like yours is worse than mine." As soon as the genie took in the young boy's words, another much larger set of furrowed wrinkles appeared on its face. "How did you know?" it asked suspiciously. The genie tweaked the position of the spectacles on the bridge of its nose before turning back to young Hertz and inquired again, "How did you know my eyes were so bad?" Young Hertz exchanged incredulous looks with Midas, both taken aback by the genie's apparent obliviousness. However, while this was occurring, another expression had taken over the wizened face. "So that's it, huh? I see how it is." The genie went on as it raised a bony white finger and pointed at the set of glasses young Hertz was wearing. "Those are magical spectacles, aren't they?" the creature declared triumphantly. "Specta what?" young Hertz said with a confused look on his face. "Indeed they must be," the black-robed genie muttered as it cast its eyes heavenward while ignoring young Hertz's response. And once more, the crone-like figure began to tremble with glee. "That's a terrible cliffhanger for a book. But I just realized that we found that, like, Stonehenge-y place where we got the sapphire talisman. So let's try that. There's a statue in the center. That's this is where we are. There we go. Make way for me. Ridiculously fast. Which way was it, though? I think it was east. Death blow.
Let's move out.
Can you imagine how easy life would be if somebody sold us death blows? Can you imagine? Death blow 2s, that is.
That's that. Let's move out.
Got a good feeling about this. Got it. Hertz's Adventure 2. Fight these guys to celebrate.
That's that. Let's move out.
Playing dead, huh? This is great. Not the playing dead part, but the fast battles part. That's a mushroom snake palette swap. Bane Cobra. It spits poison at its prey and may call for backup. More good for it. I win.
All right, we're good to go.
Is that earth fire? Another bracer work successfully done. Got it. Oh, did you find the book by any chance? Indeed we have. Please check it over just to be certain. Temp Librarian +2. This is the genuine article, and that leaves us with just one left. What book are we chasing down this time? I'll spare you the teasing this time. This last one is entitled 31 Cypress Trees. And here's its card. It's got more of that unusual writing on it. Hi, you 31 cypress trees nestled atop this grassy hill. Afflictions of far-off lands, nigh unto me like wine barrels tumbling down a thoft incline, as I drift into reverie, enveloped within the resonance of the toiling bell. Sir Toiling Bell. Some weird capitalizations there, but I'm guessing the 3 and the F means third floor, and the barrels means barrel. Mono means one, and rail means rail. I think I'm actually starting to get used to these. Another riddle. Is this your specialty or something? Well, your task is the same as before. May Adios herself speed you on your way to success. Okay, we're going. Goodbye. Barrel. Barrel singular. There's no barrel here. My plan's fallen apart instantly. How many floors are there in this fucking place? Jesus. Oh, roof is its own floor, that's why. I mean, if I was a third floor barrel, this is where I'd be. Maybe it's not as obvious as I thought it would be. Three FL barrel enveloped within a bell. Maybe the church. Maybe this one's also outside the city, I'm not sure. Hello, meow. No barrels this way. Going down. Oh man, this church doesn't have a side room. Oh, life can be tough sometimes. Let's try Ritter Roadway. What the hell is Ritter Roadway anyways? Sanctheim Gate. Oh, that must be the road to Gransel. West to Zeiss, east to Thankheim. North is Fourth Leiston. Ooh. Warning. Military. Well, that chain link fence isn't stopping anybody. Soledad Army Road? That's not very inspired. Whoops. I just walked right into a Chronocider there. Golden armor, that sucks. Hey, CP deal. Shit. He's really falling apart here. Okay. Top him up for not nearly enough. Oh shit. I don't want to die to this. Being real greedy here, I don't want to heal. I win.
All right, we're good to go.
Delicious. How big is this place? Pretty fucking big. Watch out for those Chronociders. Not someone I want to bump into by accident. Hey, who just leaves this on a military road? Ooh, EP charge extreme. 2 road maps, wow. Whoop. Curiabon. Huh. A war mantis. A giant praying mantis has a swift attack that interferes with arts. Only attacks the fellas. I could have picked a better time to fucking miss. Wow. I'll just hang back here. I could just run for my life, I guess, right? Yep, they don't hit the fellas. Or, sorry, ladies. Opposite fellas. What the fuck, dude? You're making me look bad. Man.
Alright, we're good to go.
I got a real defense problem here. Everything's killing me in like 2 hits. Barrels. Barrels, barrels, barrels. Am I allowed in the Leiston Fortress? No photography allowed. This is the Royal Army base of Leiston Fortress. Civilian access is prohibited. I insist that you leave this area immediately. But what if... No. I can't get in. Holy shit, that is a lot of people. Well, there go the arts. And I blinded, so that was fun. This is my fault for fast forwarding so much. Called for backup, I think. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's too much stuff. That's too much stuff. I'll just go. I got a taco for you. There you go. That's better. Very large chunk of my health gone already. That's him dead. Oh, this is a chance for her to catch up, I guess. I'm getting really lazy here. They should have been in at the checkpoint. Or at least an orbit charging station. This is the one in the Grancel, so it should be super nice. Oh well, there's been a lot of monster killing requests coming in for me. And lots of monsters I've never seen before. That can't be a good sign. Welcome to the Sanctheim Gate. Please proceed inside. This gate is part of the ruins of Old Onnenberg Castle. We welcome sightseers. Something up? The chief's inside. You can take any problems to him. Welcome to Sanctheim Gate. We've repurposed it into a checkpoint for the capital, but the historic ruins remain. Even with the public airships, we still have many visitors who come just for sightseeing. Oh, are you here to study? Ask me anything. I can tell you anything. Well, anything I know at least. Here we are. Welcome. It's almost time for the soldiers to have lunch. I do hope Private Jules can make it giggle. My husband never comes home, and even living in the capital life can get tiresome. We walked here from the capital along the Herb Scenic Route. It's a beautiful little tree and garden line path. If you're going to see the capital, I recommend using it. Pot o' meat. I like it. Right to the point. There we go. Rest. If a taco is all it takes to wake him up, I imagine a full night's sleep will do him. Yep. Grancel is such a nice place. It certainly lives up to the image of our capital. Everyone's free with their wallets, too. Our crafts have never sold better. We managed to put together some capital. I think we're off to stock up on Orbment products. If we resell them in the Republic, we can make quite a hefty profit for ourselves. Hey, long time no see. Oh, hey, it has been a while. Who's this? You remember that kid who was looking for the quartz fragment of Relent, don't you? Remember? We took a request to find it a while back. I remember. Are you headed to Grancel? We're off to Zeiss. We made some cash in Grancel and have some shopping to do. Mom said we're going to take this mirror and stock up on orbments. They say the eyes are the first to go, but she can still spot a good deal. I can see you're still a obnoxious brat. What? I'm only saying what everybody else is thinking. Catch you later. If I hang around too long, my mom will tear me a new one. Little storage room here. The Sanctheim's garrison's main duty is to the castle gates, but we also do street patrols. The Queen's birthday celebration is coming up, and that means an increase in travelers. If we had an attack by a particularly fierce monster, we need to plan for that now. The Grancel region's just up that way. We won't be able to get in without a pass. Yeah, well. So? We took the gorgeous scenic route here. The trees were so beautiful. The colors of these old stones are so romantic. It was like we were in our very own personal storybook. Heart emoji. It was like we were Oscar and Princess Cecilia. From the play, I remember. I was on my way to Gransel for the birthday celebrations, and then I decided to invite my girlfriend and take the herb scenic route here. Walking through the trees hand in hand, heart emoji. It was like a dream. Hey, Faco. Nothing this way except for these barrels. Not the barrels I'm looking for, though. Fuck. Oh! Third floor. 31 cypress trees. Woohoo! Found it! That's the last one. Now we can finally finish up our work for the librarian. You ain't kidding. Huh? What's wrong? There's a card stuck in the book. Something's written on it. You've done well. Though I know you not, I salute you for coming so far. Allow me to introduce myself. I am a quartz researcher, and the criminal who hid the 3 books. I have used riddles as a way to find someone intelligent to whom I could entrust my work. And you lived up to my hopes and expectations remarkably. Consider the enclosed quartz your reward. Take care when examining it. Thank you for all your time. I truly hope that my quartz will prove useful to you. If you found this package by sheer chance, how embarrassing. And lucky you. Please return to the 2nd floor archives of the Central Library. That's it. It was all one big practical joke? So it seemed. Have you looked in the package? Oh, right. What is it? An Impede 3. Jackpot. Think we should check in with the client for the time being. Fine by me. 3rd floor of what? Third floor, barrel. We're in the left wing, but how is the clue supposed to tell me it's in the castle? Sanctum Gate? I guess it's by the forest? I don't know. I'm not really 100% sure on how you're supposed to know it was that barrel. Libraryl's peaceful again today. If there's one problem, it's that it's too peaceful, and we all keep falling asleep. Yawn. Gotta hold out until my replacement arrives. Well, accidentally beat that quest. If there's no new work waiting for us, now we can finally go talk to the head of the factory. Impede 3. Prevent enemy arts with an 80% success rate. Whirlwind that shit. Sorry, Hurricane. I keep calling it Whirlwind. What's it matter? We all know what it's gonna do. Twirly Bird special power. There we go. Nope, that's the fortress. Hey, I missed that. An EP Charge Extreme. Oh, that's a new fella. Isn't it? Oh, just his shadow looks like a little crab. Oops. Thank you, Deathblow.
Good to go.
That's that. Sepith are adding up, which is good because there's a lot of expensive shit back in Zeiss. Oh, what the fuck? Double miss, triple miss. Everybody's missing. go.
We're good to go.
Level 21. Didn't learn anything. Not a lot of skills in this game. Oh, perchance have you found 31 cypress trees? I have. Just to be sure, please take a look. This is definitely it. I'm impressed. You actually found all 3 books. Yeah. Just took some patience and perseverance. Oh yeah, that's not all we found. It was right in the same spot as the book. Oh no, I'm keeping the quartz. Perhaps this is a clue to his motivation. Still, regardless of the reason, you've done a great deal for me. You can keep the quartz for yourself. In return for having taken up so much of your time. Thank you. So this is all that you need us to do? That's the lot. Whew, that's a relief. I was afraid you were going to say you still had more work for us. You've worked so hard that there's really nothing left. Haha, I'm very grateful for your help. Now I can just relax for the time being. Oh, it's nothing. Thank you again. Feel free to come by any time. Well, thank you. Pleased to be of service. I think we want to go to operations, which is maybe right here. It is locked. Fourth floor, maybe? No, 4th floor is the lab and clinic. 5th floor is the operations room. Let's see. A problem with mode changeover means that something's probably wrong with the memory. Have you run a full diagnostic of the memory core yet? Currently, the orbital calculator's in poor condition. We can't seem to repair it no matter what we try. It seems to act up when we switch modes. It just really bugs me. I fix one thing and another thing pops up because of it. I'm never gonna finish. Yeah, life's hard, fella. Nose to the fucking grindstone. Oh, you were the ones with Tita before, no? Welcome to the Central Factory. How can I help you? We are from the Bracer Guild. We'd like to meet with the factory head if we may. Estelle reached into her pouch, paused for dramatic effect, then flourished the introduction note to meet the factory chief. Joshua looked stoic and tried not to roll his eyes. Okay, that's fucking weird. I'm gonna go now. Hazel used the intercom, keeping one wary eye on Estelle the whole time. I'm terribly sorry to bother you doing your... Yes, the people from the Bracers Guild are... Right away. Thank you for waiting. Factory Chief Murdoch will see you now. His office is upstairs on the 2nd floor. I did not notice that. Oh, it's the locked one. Whoops. Hey, I've been waiting for you two. Stella and Joshua, right? Yeah, nice to meet you, sir. Sorry to bother you at work like this. I guess we were searching for books for like 2 hours. Where the fuck are those kids? No, don't worry yourselves about that. The Bracer Guild, and Cassius in particular, have been a great deal for me in the past. It'd be rude of me not to welcome his children. Huh? You know Dad? I guess you might say that. He was my benefactor. It's no exaggeration to say that the Central Factory produces the finest ordnance in the land. Naturally, the confrontations over our craft have never really stopped. Whenever we had a problem, we'd always contact the Roland branch and have him come over. I see. That explains all the business trips then. And now my benefactor's kids come to visit me themselves. What can I do for you? I'm happy to help. Hee hee, thanks, sir. Kind of a long story. But our dad's missing and he gave us this wacky artifact. I see, well then. Would you mind if I had a look at this ornament? No problem. Estelle produced the black ornament and handed it to the factory chief. This is certainly an oddity. It's obviously made from modern materials, but the caliber isn't inscribed anywhere. Caliber? You mean the numbers that were carved into the ornament's frame? Exactly. It's almost unheard of for an ornament to be produced without them. It's not just in Liberl either. Most other nations on the continent are the same way. It's been a tradition dating back to when ornaments were first invented 50 years ago. You don't say. Estelle took out her combat ornament and eyeballed it suspiciously. You're right. There are numbers right there. Crazy. You mean to say that you never noticed in all this time? You hush. But seriously, is it really that strange for one to have no caliber on it? Pretty much part of the production process, and that goes for any orbital factory. It's as if this one were a prototype or something. If so, I'd imagine it wasn't made to entertain at birthday parties, if you take my meaning. So less with the sweet and awesome and more with the stabby hurdy. course, I can't say for certain without looking inside. What is it? I can't find the maintenance cover. Now that I really look at it, it has no seams to it. How the hell is this thing made? I don't see any way to check out the inside of it. Aw, man. Would it be possible to cut it open? That might work, but I'd hate to just break something belonging to Cassius like that. Oh. Maybe we should let that professor handle it. Oh, right, the one mentioned in the note. He should be able to tell us something. There was a note that was included with the orbment. Estelle showed Murdoch the note that was in the package. Please ask Professor R to do an analysis. You wouldn't happen to know who this Professor R is, would you? Let me think. Well, from the letter R and the people Cassius knew, it must be Professor Russell. That's so. Who's Professor Russell? How do you know this guy? I don't, but I know of him. He's known as the person who brought orbital technology to Liberl in the first place. Hey, you know your stuff. As I'm sure you know, orbments were invented by Professor Epstein, and Professor Russell was one of his disciples. 40 years ago, he brought the orbments and his knowledge back. That's why Liberl is a technologically advanced nation. You might say that he was the father of the orbital revolution. That is impressive. I had no idea that Dad knew anyone like that. Even so, it worries me a little that you'll be letting the old handle this orbment. We have no idea what it is, really. Huh? How do I put this? For good or ill, he's a certified genius. When he gets an idea for a new invention in his head, there's just no telling what he'll do. Much like the time when he was developing the first orbital airship. What's with the far-off look? I guess that a lot's happened. Sorry. I'm sure that he'll be able to figure this thing out. Go find him and ask him about it. Can't hurt. Thanks, Chief. Where should we go find him? Hold on a moment. Murdoch flipped the switch on the intercom. Testing, testing. Good. Actually, I've been looking for you. Sorry to bother you, but can you come here? I'll be waiting. Did you just call the professor or something? No. He actually has a private workshop in town. He has all the latest technology at his disposal, so I know he can figure out something about that thing. He must really be a genius. Who'd you call? His granddaughter. I fucking knew it. Oh, it's Stella and Joshua. You mean that you know each other? We actually only met just a little while ago, though. So then I guess that she's the professor's granddaughter? Exactly. Tita, I've been talking with Estelle and Joshua here. I'd like for you to show them the way to your house. To see Grandpa? Okay, I will. I appreciate it. If you learn anything new, I'd love it if you came back and told me. As an engineer, I'm extremely curious to know more about this. Sure thing. If you'll excuse us then. Hey, I didn't think you'd be coming. And you're even the granddaughter of a famous professor. It's no wonder you're so comfortable with orbments. Oh, come on. I'm still just studying under my grandpa. By the way, do you bracers have business with my grandpa? Sort of. The situation's kind of complicated. We can explain everything once we see your grandfather. Oh, okay. My house is... Yeah, we've been there before. Get off the... Yeah, we've been there before. Yep, okay. Let's get going. Beep, beep. God damn, it went fast. Wasn't Joshua the name of the protagonist? Joshua was the protagonist of Shadowrun. You're absolutely right. Luckily, nobody in a trench coat's punched me yet in this game. Hee, this is my house. Nice place. Professor Russell's here? No, I think he's in the workshop. Through this door. We should go and say hi then. Hope he's not jacking off over there. I'm home, Grandpa. Grr. Apparently her grandpa's Dr. Wily. Maybe this way. Actually, he might be jacking off. With the power of R2, anything's possible. So this is the professor? Ooh. Nice to meet you. My name's Estelle Bright of the Bracer Guild. We actually came to get your expert opinion on... Oh, got it. I did it. It's finally complete. There's two ways to read that scene. Who's the man? I'm the man. I should start testing it at once. Whoa. What the hell? Sorry, Estelle. Grandpa kind of goes into a trance when he's working, and he doesn't really notice what's going on around him. I think he just finished up the device he's been working on for the past few days. He really is something. Oh, he's something all right. I'm so embarrassed. I don't know why. Grandpa, what did I tell you about masturbating in your office? There's some people here who need to talk to you, huh? Oh, Tita, you've come at just the right time. I need your help compiling the data from these tests. Grandpa, this new invention will actually block a biosensor orbman's detection faculties. It emits a unique orbital force field that deflects the energy that a biosensor sends out when it scans. Really? Yes, really. Since when do I overstate my own accomplishments? Now come on, we've got testing to do. Right. Professor Russell and Tita began working with some complex-looking equipment. Hey now. Never mind, Estelle. I think we should just let them be for a little while. Hey, you with the black hair. Who, me? Who else? On the upstairs bookcase is a notebook titled Orbital Energy is Applied to Force Fields. Go get it. Okay. Joshua? Hey, young lady, you with the antenna hair. Antenna? Oh, no, you didn't. Quit farting around and make some coffee. Why should I have to make you coffee? I take it black, by the way. I want it clear as mud. You're not hearing a word I say. Whatever. Perfect. All set, Grandpa. Just as fast as ever. Oh. Where's Estelle and Joshua? Who? Come to think of it, I do vaguely recall a group of young folks. Murdoch sent along some fresh faces then, I presume? Grandpa. And so, Estelle and Joshua inadvertently round up as assistants in the experiment. After many small but relatively harmless explosions and some singeing of the eyebrows, the day gave way to evening. Haha, sorry about all that. I just assumed you were both new employees at the central factory. So it's only natural that you wound up being drafted as assistants. This is no laughing matter, especially since the only thing you had me helping with was making coffee. Girls can bang metal parts together too, old man. Relax, Estelle. We got some valuable experience out of the deal in the end. How often does one get to participate in startup tests on a brand new type of orbman after all? Well now, you're a bright lad then, aren't you? Want to give up this bracer nonsense and start in the field of orbital engineering? Grandpa, I'm really sorry, guys. I guess I got caught up in the moment too. You don't need to apologize, sweetie. But I thought the father of the orbital revolution was going to be some really amazing man. Not some old fart with attention deficit issues. Please, you're too kind. Moving on. So I'm being paid a visit by the children of Cassius. That's quite the surprise. You really know of our dad? From way back when. I've known him since his army days, some 20 years or so. I've met him too. He had this really nice mustache, right? It was a pretty bitchin' mustache, Tita. I don't know if I'd call it nice so much as suspicious looking, but if he's known Dad for that long, it looks like we'll be safe in trusting you-know-what with Professor Russell after all. I have to agree. Huh? What are you talking about? What was it you wanted my help with? Well, we got this fucking wacky gadget. There it is. It's like a mechanized whoopee cushion. I see. A pitch black orbman. Most intriguing. And with no inscribed caliber or seams. Look at that frame, too. Professor Russell produced a cutting tool from his belt. Without a word, he pushed the blade's edge against the outer shell of the orbman. What are you doing? It's a special alloy steel cutter. Just as I thought. Here, take a look. Okay. Estelle, Joshua, and Tita peered intently at the black orbman. Huh? There's not even a scratch. The frame's made from some type of metal that I've never before encountered. Opening it up for a closer look is going to be quite the task, I think. That's just crazy. If we can't find some way to open it, we'll be right back to square one. Well, I can certainly spend some time on trying. But first, I think that maybe we should put it under a measurement scan. A what now? That huge piece of equipment you saw when we were working on the experiment. It can gauge orbital energy activity in real time. You're making my head hurt with your technobabble. Just tell me what you're using that to accomplish. To put it in layman's terms, it'll allow us to see just what this orbman does. We won't be able to draw any definitive conclusions just from measuring what kind of orbital activity is occurring, but it's a start, and that should give us a major clue, indeed. So without further ado, shouldn't we have lunch first? Sure. You're both welcome to join us. I can't promise there'll be anything special, but sounds great to me, music emoji. We'll even help with prep. All right, come on then. I've got a bit to do while lunch is prepared. I want to see it too. No fair working when I'm not around. My house, my rules, bitch. What is up with these two? Did he just call her a bitch? Ahem. Now if everyone's ready, let's get this started. Estelle, if you'll put the orbman on the stand. Okay. Like this? Just like that, thank you. Are you ready, Tita? All set? Good, good. Now commencing orbital force measurement test on the Black Orbit. Black Orbit? So that's going to be the official name after all? But using it officially is so boring and simple. Why not something cool like Dark Thingy of Impending Doom? Nope, that's stupid. Anything longer than Black Orbit would just be annoying to say. Look at her, she's all anxious to start. Hee hee hee. Alright, let's begin. Tita, if you'll activate the scanner, please. Okay. Output set at 45. Put all measuring equipment on standby. Roger. Done. All measuring equipment is calibrated. Okay, from here on out is the real deal. Since no direct input or output was detected, all we can do is measure how the central crystal circuit responds. Let's just see how much this contraption's really worth. You're sure in a good mood. And click. Neat, it's glowing and stuff. I get it. It's putting a major strain on the crystal circuit. There. Tita, any readings? Yes, but they're kind of weird. Huh? The tachometer needle's shaking like crazy. Now it's spinning around the dial. What? Whoop! Eek! What's going on here? Joshua, it's the same black light from before. What? Oh, that's probably bad. The stairs! Holy shit. Grandpa, it won't take much more of this. We have to shut it down. Don't you dare. Just a little longer and we'll have something. Wait a second, all the lights in town are going out. Huh? What? We have no choice then. Terminating the experiment. They're back on. Whew. Let's see the readout. Nothing. It didn't record anything, and the only thing that kept working was the scanner on which the Black Orbit sat, but even that, well. As for everything else. Good. Looks like the experiment's finished. How's that outside? All the lights are back, like nothing happened. There's still a lot of people panicking, though. Okay. Just the hell was all that? That was what I would dub the orbital shutdown phenomenon. The what down? You mean how everything inside all the orbits just stopped working at once? So the Black Orbit did this? I've no doubt. But I would have never dared to guess that its effect would be so extensive. There's definitely more to this than I expected. Interesting. Most interesting indeed. Only you would think causing a blackout over an entire city is interesting. Professor? Ah, Murdoch, just the man I wanted to see. The feeling is not mutual. Every single time you invent something, it means trouble for me. What the hell were you up to that would cause all this power downtown to go out? How rude, it's not even my fault this time. See that there? That's the Black Orbit, and it caused this. Is that the... Okay, I get it. If that's the root of this, then it's genuine extenuating circumstances. But it still means that this was your fault. Ah, nuts, you got me. That's it? They're just okay again? Are they always like this? This is so embarrassing. And so the first day in Zeiss kept everyone busy. Due to how late it was, Estelle and Joshua stayed at the lab for the night. Man, yesterday was such a crazy day. I was surprised enough at the town, but I really wasn't expecting to deal with anything like that. No kidding. But back on the subject of the Black Orbit, it's much more powerful than I'd ever imagined possible. Yeah. What's the prof gonna do now that his equipment's gone all kerflooey? Good morning, guys. Morning, Tita. Good morning. Quite a big day yesterday. Hee hee, no kidding. There's only 2 beds in this house. Where'd we sleep? Did you guys sleep okay? Like babies, heart emoji. Is the professor already up? Oh, he left for the central factory alert this morning. He said something about how he was going to expose all the Black Orbit's secrets. It's like getting roared at over and over by the factory chief yesterday didn't even put a dent in him. We really appreciate the both of you taking the time just to look over something a couple of relative strangers brought you. Oh, it's fine, really. Grandpa's investigating it out of pure curiosity more than anything. I should go to the factory myself once I'm done with breakfast. What do you plan to do? Naturally, we'll be coming with you. I want to know what's really going on with that ornament, too. Maybe there's something we can do to help. Then you can come with me. I almost forgot about the soup. Just a second, you two. I'll bring you breakfast as soon as I make sure it's edible. Breakfast soup. I guess that's what that smell is. What a cutie. What the fuck? She could be like a pet? What the fuck? Thank you, Joshua. And now that we've had a good breakfast, off to the central factory. Before we do that, I'd like to check in at the guild. I think it might be best to report on what happened yesterday, just to be on the safe side. Okay. Tito, would you mind if we stop by there on our way out? Sure, go ahead. We should kidnap the child, you know, like a slave. God damn it, Estelle. Which one's the Bracers Guild? The red one. Reported results for I found that book. I found that other book. I found the other book. I'm still third class. Welcome back. You clearing their contacts. Yeah, talk. Good morning. That was some day yesterday, wasn't it? When you're ready, we'd like your full report on it. Business as usual, Killica. I've heard the basics from the factory chief already, but I'd like to expand that account with some first-hand details. Well, the wacky black orbment didn't do anything. I see. So the orbment that was sent to Cassius in secret was in fact something dangerous. The guild is very interested in these developments. We need to continue working with Professor Russell for the present. We thought you'd say that. When we have more information, we'll contact you immediately. Nothing new, really. What a fucking boring town. Come on, there we go. Whoop. Who the hell is he? Morning, everyone. Morning, Mr. Murdoch. Morning, sir. What a day yesterday was. We've been getting complaints from the citizens all morning. That's rough. It's not like it was your fault or anything. We're very sorry, sir. We didn't mean to cause. No, don't apologize. These kinds of things can happen when you're doing science. It happens a little more often around Professor Russell's science, though. Speaking of the professor, where the hell is he? He came in very early this morning, all fired up about something. He probably needs some assistance, so go on up to his workshop and see him. It's on the 3rd floor. The 3rd floor. By the way, Tita, please don't get the professor too excited. If we have a repeat of yesterday, we won't be able to do anything for a while. I understand. I'll be careful. No, you won't. Another failure. Grandpa, we came to see if we could help. Hello, Tita. You two are here as well, I see. What can I say? We were worried. What were you working on? As you can see, I'm trying to cut into the black orbit, but it hasn't been going very well. What seems to be the problem? Perhaps the demonstration's in order. And click. What's that thing? It's a circular saw. It's made of a special alloy that can cut through basically anything. That ought to do it then. It stopped. Thought that might happen. It's on a smaller scale, but the same phenomenon as yesterday. It seems like the black orbit is blocking the functionality of the other orbits, interfering with them in some way. And I doubt it was solely made for the purpose of killing the lights. But Grandpa, doesn't the effect spread like it did last night? Good thinking. This interference with nearby orbits seems to spread out, moving from orbit to orbit like chain lightning. I'd put the range at about 5 arch. But if there are no orbits powered on within that range, well, that's where the effect stops. I see. However, even with that knowledge, there's no way to know why it causes machines to simply stop without getting a look inside it. It's very troubling. Is there any way to destroy the thing? Maybe with a good scream and a really good whack? Don't be ridiculous. Didn't you see the big saw do exactly nothing to it just a moment ago? Well, yeah. Anyone thought of trying fire? Maybe it'd melt down a blast furnace or something. If we did that, the insides of it would melt too. Oh, yeah. Actually, it might work. Really? You know a way to burn it open? No, that's not what I meant. Orbital power, that which drives orbits to work, can't be used for this problem. We'll have to find a way that doesn't rely on any orbital energy. Is there even such a thing? The combustion engine. It's a device that burns fuel to generate energy. The idea's been around for a long time, but it's very inefficient when compared to an orbital engine. However, all you need to work on them are standard tools. Neat. I get it. Fire is the key. But Grandpa, I've never even seen one of them. I'm pretty certain that there's one under study in the central factory workshop. Oh, you'll need to get fuel as well. Like oil or something? No, it's called gasoline. It's extremely flammable. There's likely a tank or canister of it stored in reserve. That should do the job. I'll start getting the tools ready. I'll help. Is there anything we can do? I mean, I can't do anything super technical like Tita can. Well, you could go and get the engine and gasoline. It's going to be heavy, but you bracers should be strong enough to move it. Leave it to us. So, where would we find these? Let's see. Don't tell me that you've forgotten. I've forgotten. He just said not to say that. Estelle? If you look in the operations room, you could probably find them. What the heck is an operations room? It's a room with a bunch of orbital computers. It's on the 5th floor. We store all kinds of information there for safekeeping. I didn't even know there was such a place. We were literally in there earlier. I leave it in your capable hands. Making coffee, fetching stuff. Well played, old man. Well played. Let's go find this operations room thingy. To the 5th floor, then. Beep, beep. It's 4, 5. God damn it, these... I get stuck on the door frame. Look at this. There we go. Check out this place. This has to be the operations room. Hey, you two. I haven't seen you before, so you mind telling me what business you have in here? My name's Travis, Senior Engineer and Supervisor. We're with the Bracers Guild. We're here at the request of Professor Russell, so if... Professor Russell? He's not in trouble again, is he? Again? You don't have much faith in him, do you? No, I mean, I realize he's a genius. He was the one who developed the Capel unit, after all. But even being acquainted with him results in no end of trouble. Tita, on the other hand, is an incredibly sweet girl, just an all-around good kid. I get what you mean, but I don't think we have time to stand around talking in this case. We need to find where the central factory stores its equipment. Oh, is that what this is all about? In that case, go right ahead. I'll show you how it works. This cylindrical device is a type of computer. It's called the Capel. These days, they mostly get used to assist in airship navigation, but this one is equipped for the fastest general-purpose data processing in the world. It can be used for anything, from calculating material density to information retrieval. Now, for information retrieval, you have to use this front panel to select that mode. This will send the signal through the wiring, allowing you to access the memory orbit. There's a quartz inside that trains a rapid light pulse on it, you see. Then it simply extracts the data you want. So I trust you know how it works now? No sweat. I'm impressed, Estelle. You're way better with modern technology than I am. Okay, so I lied. All that stuff went completely over my head. Well, here's the setup. You change the mode with this panel. I'm sure you'll figure it out. I said no sweat. The Orbital Calculator Capel, version 7. Central Factory. Related topics. Combustion engine. A machine which generates usable energy by burning fuel within, less efficient than its orbital counterpart due to issues with gaseous exhaust and noise pollution. There is one which is owned by Maintenance Chief Gustav. The gasoline, a liquid derived from the purification of naturally occurring hydrocarbon compound known as petroleum, used primarily as fuel for combustion engines and as an industrial solvent. The Republic makes gasoline. 20 tanks are in the Orbment manufacturing factory. Any wheeled vehicle powered by orbital energy, widely considered uncomfortable to ride and very limited in speed, primarily used for transporting cargo. Holy shit, do I get to ride a scooter finally? The underground factory entrance. Okay, Universal Tech. I don't have time for this. Looks like you found what you were looking for. It's like a magic box. Orbital computers are really something. As I understand it, Professor Russell's teacher, Professor Epstein, was responsible for the original concept, but it was Professor Russell's talent that made an idea into reality. If only his presence of mind were on par with his intelligence. Well, Eidos isn't one to bestow two blessings on one person. By the way, where can we find the guy who was one of these combustion engine thingies? The maintenance chief, right? Where's he? He's currently overseeing the airfield, so you'd have to go there to speak to him. The gasoline's likely in Orbment manufacturing in the basement. Talk to the staff there and give us a scooter. Maintenance Chief Gustav is down at the airfield working on a combustion engine. And the gasoline is in the basement Orbit manufacturing facility. Thank you. Take the elevator for that. Excuse me, what's that? May I help you? I need your gas. You need gasoline. I think we have a tank of it back in storage somewhere. I'll check for you. Faye used the intercom. This is Faye, got a request down here. We still have the tank of Calvart gasoline there in the warehouse, right? Can you send some down? Enough to carry. Thanks. They're sending some for you right now. Sending? There we are. Just like the beer store. Is this gasoline? So that's what sending is. Neat, isn't it? This conveyor belt system isn't just for ordering goods. It's an entire network that connects the whole facility. Convenient. Professor Russell invented it. Originally, it was just a series of tubes for sending products back and forth, but the professor completely rebuilt the system into something a lot more useful. Of course, getting all the infrastructure in place was a gigantic pain, and I can only imagine. We have to be on our way. Thank you for your help. No problem. I don't know what you're using it for, but be careful with that gasoline. It has a tendency to fireball. The airfield. Just right here. Time to head home. Where the fuck is he? Is this not the airfield? Uh-oh. Traffic control tower. Thank God. Hi, you need a flight? The westbound airship just departed a few moments ago. No thank you, we don't need an airship right now. Actually, we need to talk to Gustav, was it? You mean the maintenance chief? He's not here at the moment. What do you mean not here? He went to Leiston Fortress 2 or 3 days ago. Some kind of repair emergency on a military patrol ship. Leiston Fortress? As in the largest base in the Royal Army out by Lake Valeria? Up in the north part of Zeiss? Wonderful. He won't be coming back from there anytime soon. So what do we do about the professor's request? I don't know anything about that, but the chief's actually on his way back. He just sent word to us. Oh, hey, airship. Speak of the devil. An orange airship. Hold the phone. Since when are public airships orange? That doesn't look like a regular public airship. The shape's wrong and it's got work arms all over it. Now that you mention it. That's a central factory vessel, the Leibniz. It's the same model as the public transports, but it's had several modifications. It's used for large-scale maintenance and transport. A flying factory. The maintenance chief's on that airship? That's right. Now's your chance. You need to talk with him now. We do. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Well, it looks like this guy. Huh? What do you want? The Leibniz has a mountain of parts stored in her. It's dangerous, so stand clear. Actually, we're looking for someone. There's a maintenance chief by the name of Gustav on this ship. What do you want with me? That's convenient. Estelle explained that Professor Russell had asked them to find and borrow a combustion engine. Ah, you're running errands for Russell, are you? But a combustion engine, huh? Well, you've got good timing, I'll give you that. Huh? Hang on a second. I have it with me for some reason. Does he actually have one packed onto this ship? Looks like it. Here you go. It's a heavy beast though, so be careful. You weren't kidding. We can still manage to carry it. You've got some spirit to you for such a young girl. Ha ha ha. I like it. Ha ha, thanks. It's a pretty interesting little coincidence. That old fart wants this thing right after I got it back from the military. Huh? From the military? Yeah, this thing was on loan to them for a little while. They were using it for some kind of research. As a matter of fact, I only just got it back today. Lucky for us. What's wrong? It's nothing. Now that we've got what we need, why don't we take it back to the professor? Sure thing. Thank you, Mr. Maintenance Chief. Sure, sure. Give my regards to the old man. I'll consider it. Oh, he's up on 5, so I want to take the elevator for that. Whoops, nope, he's on 4? Nope, 3 it is. Almost fucked up and gone every single floor. There we go. We're back. And we brought what you asked for. Excellent. Thank you. You weren't kidding about how heavy this thing is. Yes, your brute strength was most useful, girl. Perfect timing, too, as I've just finished preparing the tools. All that's left is to set up the engine and put gas in it. If you'll go and put on the finishing touches, Tina? Yes, sir. And it's all set. This thing is really clunky looking. Are all these engines like this? Yeah, it converts the energy driven by the burning gas to power the tools. So this way they don't need orbital energy. Indeed. Now let's not dawdle, let me flip the switch. And click. This thing sure makes a racket. It's definitely a lot louder than the orbital engines. That's one of its drawbacks, yes, but I doubt we need to fear activating the black orbit this way. Let's get started. Gulp. Whoa! That's some serious sparkage. Okay, shut it down for now. We've seen how much physical punishment can take. How much punishment our ears can take as well. There's still the others crowded around to get a closer look. A tiny scratch is faintly visible. That's it? That's incredible. The special alloy saw too. Whatever it's made of, it's tougher than anything I've ever seen. But if we keep at it, I believe this would work. We're going to go through quite a few saw blades though. So it's going to be a real test of patience then. Hey Professor, can I talk to you for a second? What's with this fucking ruckus? Have you finished the modifications? Of course I have. Remember who you're talking to. Something wrong? I just received a message from the hotel in Elmo for you. The orbital-powered pump that supplies the hot water for their spa's broken down. Since they can't make any money like this, they'd like for you to come and try to fix it. You gotta be kidding. Of all the time for this to happen. If you're that busy, why don't you send another engineer over? A pile of junk is at least 40 years old. The Ingra techs have no idea how to do with anything that's not state-of-the-art. What a pain in the... Grandpa, maybe I could go over and do the repairs, you think? Huh? Tita? You took me there to help with maintenance before. I think it'll be fine if just I go. I'm sure you'll do a fine job on the repairs. That's not what concerns me. Agreed, there's monsters out on the roads. Can't just leave Miss Mal like this. If that's the problem, why don't you let us handle this? Huh? It's a bracer's duty to ensure the safety of Liberal's roadways. Therefore, seeing that Tita arrives at her destination safely is our responsibility. Well, that's another story. If you're all with her, then we don't need to worry. Alright then, thank you. Are you sure this is okay? Don't worry about it. Kids shouldn't sweat the details so much. If you're ready, then let's go. Thank you. Thank you both. Okay, Grandpa and Mr. Murdoch. We'll be back soon. Take care. Be careful. I think it's about time to wrap up for the day, though. So let's see if there's any new jobs waiting at the Bracers Guild for us. And next time we can start fresh with a walk to Elmo. Sounds kind of fun. There's a hot spring there, right? Right, it's a real nice place. My grandpa's taken me there a few times. Well then, let's set out. Just go at the south entrance, right? Right. Then just follow along the south road to get there. Okay, let's get going. Because if I know anything about cheesy JRPGs, the hot spring scene is going to take forever. So we don't have time to do that today. Let's grab our jobs. Thanks for coming out to watch today. Look at that. Tester for new sneaker model wanted. Any bracers involved in a wide range of activities are welcome. If you think your legs are up to the task, come see me in the laboratory on the 4th floor of the central factory. All testers get a free pair of shoes, so act now. A haulage vehicle headed to the Wolf Fort hasn't arrived yet, but was supposed to ages ago. A bracer from this branch is serving as its escort, but I fear they may have run into trouble. Please search the Trap Plains Road for them. I'm looking for a powerful ingredient to be used in new menu items, currently under consideration at the Forgle Bar. Anyone with appropriate items on hand, please bring them. I am extremely busy, however, so please do not seek me out for details or clarification. It appears that someone has filched some cigarettes that were being stored in a cabinet in the clinic. Please find the dirty crook who did this ASAP. Come see me on the 4th floor at the clinic for witness info on possible suspects. There's a monster on Ritter Road. A Mercury Viper. Bracers from this branch. Alright, let's actually let's grab the weapons and shit for Tita so we're tip-top for next time. This is an upgrade for everybody, but I can't afford it. Let's trade in some... Might be enough. Buy some booties for everybody. Another movement, Jesus. A new type of shoe developed for rigorous workouts. It's gonna hurt the money supply, but what are you gonna do? Metal jacket for the misses. Craft shoes. Craft cannon. Yeah, she has no health. Got some nice accessories. I really should try to equip these more. It'd be better if I could equip them in combat, because then you could go with like the elemental talismans. But oh well. I think we're in good shape to go to Elmo next time, and got a bunch of quests waiting for us actually. How many? I think we're making good progress based on the amount of quests that are normally available in the town. There's like 4 jobs unaccounted for right now on our Zeiss page. But thanks for coming out to watch, and I'll see you next time.